How dare you serve me this? I want to see the manager. You should be fired for this incompetence.
Well, good afternoon. Well, hey there. Welcome to Morty's Diner, the amazing YouTube channel hosted by Morty, an amazing guy. I mean, it's true. All right. Well, hey, look at this. We got a couple people. Watch Nicholas. Glad there's a nice, peaceful alternative other than those people. Hey, Rich Mitch. Good to see you, Rich. Okay. I got to tell you, I am really tired. I was going to go out for a 1-hour walk today, enjoy the beautiful autumn foliage, trees changing colors, and just beautiful. Jesus. Man, I took a shower and all that and shaved and douched and went out for a while and, I'm just tired. Fatigued, mental fatigue and physical. Yes. The viscountness, the misogyny. I mean, it's brutal. It's draining. So, I mean, like earlier today, I saw a YouTube show by, it was Horology Dungeon, hosted by JB. And I thought, well, all right, I'll watch that while I'm doing other stuff. And then he was going at it. The topic of his show was Watch Nicholas. Whew, boy. Wow. And then I, did some other stuff, and then I went back later to the computer. And Watch Nicholas was on. He had a show. I don't remember what time it was. And man, he was really amped up with the energy level. And his topic was basically, at least at the start, was JB. And, other assorted stuff. And JB's show was, he spoke, in a moderate tone. His content was, but his delivery was, moderate level, I don't know where Nicholas gets the energy from. He was just amped up to 10, and he went at it full speed. In fact, I thought I had the playback on 2x speed, but no, it was regular speed, and I watched that for a while. And then Uzi came on later, and I said, okay. And he said in that he said that Cash App I sent to Morty. Yeah, I really screwed him. He'll never be able to show that because he was a foul message in there. But I'm just gonna put an apple pie or something over part of that word, and then I'll show it later on the next show. Just to validate that I'm not making things up. And then he said, I'm unsubbed from Morty. But he said that for the last 6 months. I'm done with Morty. Is that a promise? Anyway. So then I was like, man, I can't take any more of this. It's just... anyway, so I showered up, shaved, and all that, and went out, and I did do some stuff, but I came back. I just brewed up a 12-pot cup of coffee, and I'm having some right now, and we'll see how it goes. Hello, Aussie Expat. Good day. Great to see you. Hello, Jay Gray. The diner gets off off-planet customers once in a while. Yeah, every once in a while, aliens stop in. They've heard about the Breitling Colossal Club sandwich, and the Dis Vienna Special, and the Aussie expat Aussie Burger with the beetroot, and they love the food here. So yeah, they come in sometimes, or certainly on occasion. Yeah. We need your help. I do. Attention, all everyday multimillionaires. Please help Morty. He's dying. Independent Morty is dying. Okay. I am no champion of the Tokyo bike rider. I don't know what that means. Oh, are you referring to the chef? Oh, okay. Yeah. I'll put up the invite link if anybody wants to come on. I just came on to say, please, I need the money. All you millionaires, come on, this is the time. Help me. I did watch Nicholas, and he said it. And in fact, I played it back 3 times to make sure. Did I hear that right? And he said it. He said, I don't need the money. I mean, he's speaking about himself. He said, I don't need the money. I don't need the money. I like the money because I can do fun things with it. I can play the financial markets. I can play games at home I don't need this fucking YouTube shit. I can sit around and play games at home. I can hang out with the dog. I can spend time on the financial markets, investing and all that stuff, and hanging out and taking day trips and whatever he said. Nick doesn't need the money. So whenever and I'm not attacking in any sense of the. I'm not picking on Nick. If he gets the money and has a fun time using the money for his enjoyment, fantastic. And he has the secret donors, the secret anonymous donors. So the thing is, I need the money. Watch Nicholas, as he said, he doesn't need. I need the money. George needs the money. Okay, so help independent Morty. Okay, thank you very much. Enough of that. All right. Jay Gray, well then, what are they whispering about? What is the goss from off planet? I don't know. I let them have their privacy. They telepathically communicate with themselves. Not, they pay their bill. They don't, they're polite. So I don't interrupt them while they're here at the diner. Hello, Tickle My Talk. Yes, this year was my birthday. It is a birthday year. So thank you very much, Tickle. Thank you. Oh, man, am I tired. So I did a show last night. It was pretty nice. I think it was very nice. Very nice show. And, yeah, it was good. Oh, man, am I tired. When I did go to the pharmacy to pick something up, and because yesterday somebody was talking about Hershey bars, or the day before, and the Hershey equivalent of the Nestle Crunch, which is called the Hershey Crackle bar. And I haven't even heard of those spoken since I was a little kid. I thought, wow, a Hershey Crackle, maybe I'll get one. And I'm sure it's made with the high fructose corn syrup, not the same recipe as 50, 40 years ago. And they didn't have the full-size bar, but they had like the Halloween giant bags of, the little tiny minis, the regular Hershey bar, the Crackle, the Mr. Good bar, and the dark chocolate. But I don't want to buy a 2-pound bag of Hershey's chocolate variety pack. So they didn't have just the Crackle bar. So it's all right. I'm better off without it. We have a guest. Can you believe it? Hello, Jay Gray.
Wonders never cease.
Yeah, how you doing today?
All right, so you're not going to tell me what they talk about in the diner.
The aliens?
What happens in the diner stays in the diner, right?
Well, yeah, I mean, I want to respect the patrons, and they came a long way,
Can you suss out the off-planet customers from the You know, the regular.
Well, they look like aliens. Yeah.
What do they order to eat? What do they come in for?
They come in for the Breitling Colossal Clump Sandwich. They love that. They love the Aussie Expat Burger with the beetroot and all the fixings, Australian style. And they love the Dirk Diggler grilled cheese sandwich with cup of tomato soup or bowl, whichever your choice.
Do they ever
And,
say that they were dying to get to this planet to try any of those sandwiches?
They say they've heard about it when they come in and the waitress seats them. He says, "How did you find out about Morty's Diner?" And they heard about it in interplanetary chatter.
Right.
So
Are
when
they
they were
buying
passing by Earth, they decided to stop over and check it out.
Are
Get the
they
sandwich.
buying bumper stickers?
Wow, nice idea. Interplanetary bumper stickers. We don't have those, but that'd be nice. Yeah.
Yeah. As above, so below.
So how's it going in Canada today?
Well, it's all right. Getting colder, but spring's almost here.
Spring. It's autumn.
Yeah, I know, but you got to have a positive outlook when you're.
Oh, you're looking ahead for next spring.
Correct.
Oh,
already.
I'm absolutely bursting with glee that it's now autumn and the trees are changing colors and it's cold now. Now it's 50 degrees and nights are in the 40s and beautiful weather. It's going to rain tonight, I think. Very beautiful.
Excellent.
Yeah. I talked with Jax on my show last night. He popped on for a while. And the conversation went to, he knows a lot about cars. I don't know anything about cars. And he was talking about Lamborghini. And I didn't know anything about what he was talking about, that their emblem is a bull, which I've seen, but it never occurred to me it was a bull. And they name all their car models after bulls or things kind of related to that, which I don't know anything. I didn't know any of that. And it's amazing how people know everything about all these different car models, American and exotic cars and everything. It's just incredible.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway. So, 6 people watching. I'm sure other shows are on right now, but hey, Ozzy, if you're still here, if you're still watching, I have a question for you. Can you just click, say, you're here in the chat? Because I have a good question for you. Other people might find interesting or stupid. But I think you would be the guy to ask among, some others, some select others, if you're there. And so now Polyev won a seat in your house in an Alberta district or something a couple months ago. Right.
Correct.
Is he eligible to run for prime minister again against Carney?
Yes. I think he is the leader of the Conservative Party.
And what would be required for there to be a new prime minister election?
First thing that would happen, before it's scheduled to happen, there could be a vote of no confidence.
Right. Okay.
Because the Liberals don't have a majority, I believe. I'm not sure what the NDP are up to right now.
So if there were a vote like that, then that would kick it off into a new election?
Yes.
Fantastic. I hope that happens. Speaking as an outsider.
Right. Understood.
Yeah. Wow.
I don't feel comfortable talking about the American stuff,
Yeah. All right. I haven't seen any of the American political news or headlines yet. I'll check those later tonight.
Well, it's interesting because there was when there was the last election, and it wasn't even an election. We got Carney in power.
Yeah.
Were Canadian YouTubers who were completely focused on Canadian politics.
Yeah.
And in the last few weeks, they've completely switched to American politics.
I did see a thumbnail. I didn't watch the video. It said some fanatic crashed a car into the White House gates and was quickly apprehended by the Secret Service, police. that guard the White House. And I mean, it's just insane people are stopping at nothing to take over.
Well, probably is someone that wanted to contribute to the new ballroom.
And he didn't get an invitation. Yeah.
Did you hear about
That
the
would
new
be a job.
ballroom?
Yeah, I think that would be a job I would have enjoyed. I thought about federal law enforcement, when I was, 20s. And I thought, well, Secret Service would be interesting. I actually went to the Secret Service office in Los Angeles to pick up an employment brochure, about how to apply and all that. And I actually talked to one of the guys behind the bulletproof window, really, and he gave me a brochure and said, "Here, check it out, and see what you think." But I would not want to be in the counterfeiting unit detail, or the presidential protection. That's too much danger and too much physical activity. But being in the uniformed Secret Service, which protects the White House, that would be very, very. I think that would have been a great position. I really would have enjoyed that. I think, but
Okay.
can't do it now.
So you would give your whole life to serve the POTUS?
For Trump, yes. But the other guys, no. You see, that's a problem too. You see, for Trump, I would. But if I had the uniformed White House a detail, then I would feel I'm protecting the White House, and the grounds, as an American, place.
Well, then
And
would you
that would have given me the motivation to do a great job. And with Trump in the White House, I would have done everything that I could do, to be an exemplary officer. Mm-hmm.
would you have stepped in to stop the destruction of the East Wing for the ballroom?
Would I have what? Say that again, please.
Stepped in to stop the destruction of the East Wing.
Oh,
to make
yeah,
way
yeah.
for the
With Trump in
ballroom.
office, I would step in as needed. No question about it.
Apparently they took out a little more than they needed to.
For the ballroom?
Yeah, they took down some retaining walls, apparently. That they
I
weren't
don't know.
meant to.
But I mean, Trump knows how to build, and he has whoever the architects or designers he's got the best. And it's going to be done right, because he knows how to do that stuff. That's his 50-year career, So,
Yeah.
or 60-year, 60-year career, basically, because he started as a teenager helping his dad.
gonna be
But yeah, I mean, if it came to protecting Trump, I would do anything I could. I would jump in front to stop the bullet. You bet. Absolutely, because I ain't doing anything
Do you know how to play
otherwise.
golf?
With Trump, I certainly would.
Well, can you play golf?
I've never played golf, but if
Right.
he invited me, I'd learn how to play fast.
Well, you have to have a decent game to play with him at the POTUS.
Mhm. Maybe
You
he
can't
would
just be a
invite.
hack.
Maybe he would invite his granddaughter, Kai Trump, and maybe
Yes,
Eric or
she's
Donald Jr.
not a big fan of her backswing, but she's young. She'll get the hang of it.
Well, she's college age or something.
Yeah, but
So,
you get the POTUS. You can get Bryson DeChambeau to give you some tips.
yeah, I'd wear my Trump sweatshirt I bought in Las Vegas,
Mm-hmm.
and I'd tell him how much I enjoyed the food at the Trump Hotel in Las Vegas,
Yeah,
and
of course.
yeah, well, I mean, those things aren't going to happen, but
So but what if you become a proficient golfer and you sit down after a round of 18 holes with Trump for lunch? Are you going to order the soup?
I would order. Well, if it's on his menu, I would order anything because that means it's fine. Okay, I wouldn't ask for any special requests because that would be obnoxious. Actually, I'd see what he's ordering too. Not that I would order the same thing.
Well,
I mean, if
do
he
you
orders
think you would
if he orders a
master
T-bone steak
for
for
you?
lunch, I'm not.
Yes, you maybe gear your selection based on his.
Well, yeah, I mean, if he ordered, let's say, a T-bone steak, I'm not going to order a T-bone steak for lunch. I just don't want to eat that. But club sandwich, hamburger and fries, whatever's being served would be great. Pizza,
Well, I bet they make a nice club sandwich at the Trump Nationals.
Oh, man, yeah. And unlike Obama, he doesn't have to, I won't say it about his personal chef. I won't say it. Yeah. Anyway. So
Right. You're going to talk about his golf game, though? Okay.
I don't
That's
know
not
anything
awful.
about golf to talk about golf, but if I was ever invited to play with him, I would learn some basic stuff first.
It's the fastest way to his heart, Morty.
You might be right. Yeah. I think anybody who is positive in life with any kind of success, I mean, owning any kind of business or, shop, not only a billion-dollar corporation, but just, a little store, little business, or somebody who has done some accomplishments of good, like a firefighter. That's all, a police officer, anybody, a taxi driver, but someone who's positive and up. He'd be very happy to talk to them, and he'd be very polite, So, because he spent his life talking to regular people, unlike the other elite people, But anyway, okay. So, hey, did I put the invite link up? I don't even know if I did, but I will. Oh, I did, obviously. Duh. Yeah.
I'm here.
Right.
Hey, yeah, put it up again so I can get the.
There it is. I was going to ask Aussie Expat a very good question, but maybe he's busy or took off, and that's fine. Question can wait. Totally unimportant. So when does the first snow start usually in your neck of the woods? Hello?
Just a most from getting. Yeah. A few weeks away.
I'm sorry, you broke up there a little bit. Can you say that again, please?
Like I said, I'm waiting on spring.
Ah, right. You don't even want to think about it or talk about it. Well, okay, great. Yeah. Is a city like Montreal, cities like Montreal, Toronto, Ottawa, are they prepared for the heavy snowfalls with snow plows and snow removal, like Buffalo and Syracuse? They're A-level preparedness for those cities. Portland, American southern cities, they're totally unprepared for snowfall, even of an inch. I would imagine Ottawa, Montreal, they're absolutely on the ball for snow removal.
Yes,
Wouldn't
they
you
are.
think? Yeah, right. Yeah. Great.
Now, there has been a heavy snowfall in Toronto not too long ago, in the last few years, where they had to call in the army to help dig the snow up.
Holy cow. Wow.
Yes.
That's pretty exciting.
So Toronto's not quite up to snuff. Montreal, they don't fuck around.
Mm-hmm. I saw a thumbnail. I didn't watch the video, but the title of it was about Trudeau, and he said somebody made a comment in the reader's comment section, in the viewer comments, and he said Trudeau implemented the War Measures Act when he went against the truckers.
Mm-hmm.
And that's some years ago, and I remember when all that happened, but I didn't know he implemented something called the War Measures Act to
He did.
war against Canadian citizens, the truckers.
Yes.
Holy. Why wasn't that guy just tarred and feathered and run out? They say run out on a rail, in 1930s talk. That's just unbelievable. He declared war on his own people.
Well, he went so far as to freeze bank accounts, sir.
Citizens' bank accounts.
Yes, private citizens. If they had a truck that was the license plate was photographed in Ottawa, their bank accounts frozen.
Incredible. And Canadian citizens didn't rise up and throw them out or protest the capital.
They did not do that. No, there was many who bought the lie, the propaganda.
Yeah.
But the actions were noticed worldwide.
Yeah, I remember the coverage, but I didn't remember that detail about
Now imagine the Swiss saying, "What the hell did he just do?"
Mm. So, do you know, is he still living in Canada, or has he moved to another country or somewhere
Well,
else?
he's got some kind of fling going on with some kind of
Katy Perry, the astronaut,
yeah.
the alleged,
Oh yeah,
the quote astronaut.
yes. She took her tool up into space.
Incredible. Yeah, Boris, what do Canadians think of Trudeau dating Katy Perry, the first female Hollywood star in space? Jesus, yeah.
Apparently, they were
Hey, Bob.
spotted on her. He doesn't have his own yacht. Let me tell you that.
Uh-huh. Dr. Bob, Trudeau strikes me as a self-vister. Yeah, I can
Yeah,
see that. I can see that.
Bob.
Right.
He was probably heavily involved in MK Ultra, MK Monarch,
Mm-hmm.
the university in particular, and just the fact that it was he was a drama teacher. Just some things, just kind of.
What's considered like Harvard and Yale are considered the top, in America, Stanford, MIT. What are they considered the top two universities in Canada?
McGill,
McGill. Uh-huh.
Queens, Western as well.
Western. I never heard of that. Queens, I've heard of. McGill. William Shatner went to McGill.
Did
It
he?
doesn't mean anything. Yeah, but I remember that coming out in one interview.
Well,
Yeah.
it means if he went to McGill for at least 4 years, he spent 4 years in Montreal.
Well, he did a commercial for Loblaws supermarket chain, Loblaws, whatever it's called. I remember seeing that. Loblaws. That commercial's on YouTube. And he was standing there in the freezer section talking about Loblaws, come and get your 2-for-1 bonus or whatever he was doing.
Okay.
Yeah. That was in the 70s, Sarah. He did that commercial. He said when Star Trek finished its 3-year run, he got divorced at that time, and he was broke, completely broke. He was living in his truck. He was absolutely broke. He went to the unemployment office, and he had nothing. All his money, back then the TV stars didn't make, $250,000 an episode, and I can believe it, Of course, he recovered.
Was there a breakup story? Yeah. How did he recover? Was there a one moment where
he went to work? He started doing commercials, like Loblaws, and then just kept working and working. And then he got a series. Had several series. He did the T.J. Hooker. And that probably reestablished him financially. And then he did another one called Barbary Coast, which was a flop. It didn't last but a few episodes. And he did lots of guest spots.
An Australian show, if anything else.
Yeah, he did tons of shows, and he quickly, recovered his financial difficulty. But
and then
I believe it,
He made reappearances in the Star Wars movie.
The movies. Well, yeah, those, yeah. And he did 2 Columbos, and so he was working all over the place. But at the period of leaving Star Trek, he was flat broke. And I can believe that because the pay wasn't extraordinary, and his wife probably got all of it, So, yeah. But his career is absolutely amongst a handful of unique TV actor careers people who have never, more than a month or two, never been unemployed. Raymond Burr, Michael Landon, William Shatner. Since the 50s, they worked with just small gaps. They worked nonstop.
Mm-hmm.
It's just extraordinary, And I saw an interview with William Shatner, and he said, someone in the audience asked him about doing auditions, and he said he never ever did an audition, ever. He just got the job.
So he had really good agent?
Good agent, or he was who they wanted at the time, or certainly when he got later in his career, he was so famous, there's no need to audition him, because you know who he is. But in the beginning, he just got work, and I don't know, right place at right time, luck, a good manager. I mean, just amazing, David Jansen also, who's of course gone, but he worked nonstop from the late 50s till he passed away. 3 major TV shows and nonstop movies and TV movies, and just incredible, you know. But
Are you?
in his case, yeah.
You like television?
Of the good things about it, sure, yeah.
Is there anything good about it? Now,
Well, I only watch old stuff on television. You know, I mean, I watch reruns or episodes of stuff I never saw that's older, and or stuff that I know from way back that it's still great. And I don't know any current TV shows. I never watch any. I don't know any of them. The newest show that I ever saw was Sopranos, and that was 90s or early 2000s. So I don't know what TV shows are on now. Most of them, I'll look at a clip and it's just disgusting crap, you know.
are you a bigger fan of sitcoms or dramas?
Tough question. I would say dramas. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he had the
Do you feel? I'm sorry, sorry. Go.
No, please.
Go on. No, do you feel that
We got
you could fill a niche?
No.
No, you don't have any ideas for a television show that could bring television back?
No, it's a decayed society. So anything that would be on there that was that would be of quality would not succeed. If it did, the chances are, 1 in a million,
Well, okay.
And I'm not in touch with what people would, what low IQ Americans would want to watch on TV. They just want the most garbage content. So
right, but you could probably make some really insane cult content.
Well, I was talking to Watch Nicholas back once, and I said I gave him a prediction of shows that would work based on the title. You could easily develop a pilot and write the script outlines for the first 20 episodes. Mm-hmm. And I said there should be a show called Power Bottoms. Because they have other TV shows. There was some show on cable called Hung. Okay. I don't know what it was about. I don't know if it's still on. And but I knew people who watched that back in LA. Mm-hmm. And all these shows are Sex in the City and all these decadent, disgusting, obscene filth, no talent writing, just lowest common denominator, garbage crap TV shows. And the tranny thing is all over the TV and the LGBTQ and everything. It's everywhere. So Power Bottoms, that should be a show. Put it on HBO. It would be a hit. You don't need anything beyond that. Power Bottoms coming this Monday. The premiere of Power Bottoms.
No.
And, you just write scripts about, you just make gay-oriented shit, and it would be a hit. And I gave him some other ideas along that vein.
Yeah. Though that's what's in the shit trough.
Yeah. Well, I mean, when I was a kid, there were plays like
timeless.
I mean, when I was a kid, there were plays on television, classical music concerts with Leonard Bernstein, classical plays, contemporary plays, debate, thoughtful interviews. I mean, it was a wholly different level of society.
Yes.
Now it's Power Bottoms.
Power Bottoms. Yeah.
Well, that's a great title for a show, and believe me, someone's going to think of that besides me, and they're going to make a show about that, and it's going to be a huge hit. It's just an obvious title for the decadent, low IQ people out there who will watch it. You promote the hell out of it, and there you go. I never saw Boston Legal, but I know he was a Shatner. He loved that show. He was really happy to be doing it. Pasta. Hey, Pasta. Purchased Yellowstone on Blu-ray for $29.99. All 5 seasons on season 3, then Game of Thrones. Yeah, I've seen clips of Yellowstone, but I've never seen a full episode. And Game of Thrones I've never seen, though everybody enjoyed that. I just never got to see it. There was also one of those cable programs called Ray Donovan, which someone said featured John Voight, and said it was fantastic, but I never saw it. Yeah, Queer Eye for the Straight Guy, Ellen, the Ellen Show, just gay. So that's what sells, Power Bottoms, starring Neil. Power Bottoms, starting Tuesday.
What do you think
8
the off-planet diners would want to watch?
Yeah, starring Neil Patrick Harris. Power Bottoms. Don't miss it. There you go. It'll be a hit.
Off-planet diners.
No,
What's
you know,
the name?
whatever. I saw Runaway Train 2 times, Rich. The first time I thought it was just so stupid, almost unwatchable. Then years and years and years later, I watched it again, maybe like 2 years ago, and I thought John Voight was fantastic. And at the end, especially as the train he's on the front of the train as it goes into the snow, you know, at a high speed. I thought it was a beautifully done beautiful performance. I was in tears at the end. I thought he was just a beautiful performance. And I would watch it again. I'm not big on Eric Roberts. He's annoying as hell, but terrific ending of the movie. Just it's just beautiful. See, Matt Damon, Ben Affleck, they could never do anything like that. John Voight pulled it off. A-level. Yeah. Yeah, Rich. Absolutely. Oh, Watch Nicholas is back. Okay. Boris, Morty, maybe we could convince Keslowitz to be the producer. You, a writer, Lux AC3 as the starts on Power Bottoms. Well, Power Bottoms, starring Neil Patrick Harris and, you know, some other, you know, out Hollywood actor of some name. And there you go. And easy to write scripts for that trash. And it'll last 3-4 seasons, easy. But, you know, anyway, get some Canadian actors in there, too. Let's be generous. You know, let's get a lot of Canadians in there and film it in Canada, you know, save money. Use the Canadian talent pool, you know. Oh, we have a guest. Oh, look at this. Hello, Pasta. We don't hear you, Pasta. Well,
hello.
Pasta, you there?
Been a long time.
No beast so fierce, but knows some touch of pity. But I know none, and therefore am no beast. What is that from, Rich Mitch? Pasta, we can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Ah, there you go. We got it. How you doing?
What's happening?
Oh, just hanging out with Jay Gray, talking about TV stuff.
The TV sucks anymore, dude. It's
Completely.
You know, when we were kids.
Oh yeah,
Doesn't exist.
It's horrible, dude. It's just terrible.
It's a disgrace. The content that's on it.
Even Hollywood. When's the last time you saw a really good movie? I mean, it's bad. So
I can't think of it.
Correct.
I did cable. I did cable. I went to YouTube only.
Which is why there's time to, you know, there's time to make something new. And make something new.
We sound like old guys.
Pasta, I have no idea what your age is, and that's fine. You know, but from your younger years, what TV shows do you remember as just being
my God! As a child,
yeah.
You can run the gamut. Gentle Ben, Flipper, Partridge Family. You can go on and on. I mean,
Flipper. I watched Flipper. Gentle Ben, I only watched a couple times. Partridge Family, maybe once.
Rat Patrol. You ever see Rat Patrol?
I watch that every week.
You know the $6 Million Man. You had.
I never got into that. Yeah, right.
Oh, I did. Starsky and Hutch. I mean, you can go on and on.
Yeah, just a couple episodes. Yeah.
Yeah.
How about Combat? You ever into Combat?
Yeah. Yeah.
For me, Combat's one of the 10 greatest shows in TV history. I mean, I'm absolutely serious. I mean, I could explain that in great detail, but
I mean,
if you look at an episode of Combat now, it's just each episode is like a feature film. It's extraordinary.
Yeah, the Twilight Zone. I used to love
Twilight
the
Zone.
Twilight Zone.
One of the 10 greatest shows ever on TV. No
just
question
incredible,
about it.
You know. It's not there anymore. It's just garbage today. So
it's garbage, right?
Mel Gibson said that Hollywood is dead. They can make a film in a different state, like out west in Arizona, or
anywhere, or
Phoenix, wherever they want to go. Fly the crew to a different country and back, and still make and have a profit compared to trying to make a film in Hollywood.
Well, a lot of movies are made in Canada, you
Yeah.
know, and or different cities and states or countries, but Canada is reaping tremendous amounts of revenue from Hollywood companies filming up there using Canadian talent and Canadian personnel. You know,
Hopefully, I think it's cool it's happening. There's a lot of private producer, like small people, like the Sundance kind of people back in the day that are trying to produce and make films, directors the same way. If that's the case, I haven't seen it yet, but hopefully they'll take over the market, that it'll be better again, because it's just crap. There's nothing out there. When's the last time you saw a good comedy? They're just not out there.
outside of Seinfeld.
No, like, that's a series, but like a movie. I mean,
a movie comedy. I can't think of one.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Can we spend just a second looking at and break down Hollywood?
Sure.
And what that actually means, and once we've done that, we can maybe talk about why Hollywood has been quiet right now. Hollywood. Morty?
Yes.
Hollywood.
What's the question?
What is Hollywood?
Now it's a cesspool.
A big Democratic
Hollywood
nonsense.
Hollywood itself, the wood that is called holly, is made of wood. What is Hollywood? It's considered some kind of, it's the wood that they use to cast spells with. It's a magic wand.
Aren't you supposed to kiss each other under Hollywood?
Well, that's mistletoe.
No, that's yes.
Same thing.
I don't know why the founder of Hollywood called it Hollywood. I'm sure there's a reason or a story there, but
I think there's a good documentary out there on YouTube about that and how it came about.
I just find it interesting that the mouthpiece of human energy, mind thought, thinking that Hollywood has consumed over so much time. Why are they shutting down now?
Are they shutting down?
Well,
pretty close.
Have you seen a
Pretty
good
close.
movie? Are they shutting
I
down?
don't follow. I don't know what's going on. I don't follow the business
Are they-
cycle anymore.
From what I understand, it's almost bankrupt, the whole area.
Well, the cost of living is out of control, and
Right. A lot of things.
unless you're regularly employed in entertainment, you know, it's extraordinarily difficult. You know.
There was that guy that was a professional cameraman in that racket, and he started selling watches for a while.
Well, yeah, but that might have been he just wanted to try something else. I mean, I don't know his story at all, but yeah.
Absolutely, 100%. Yes.
Yeah. By the way, JDMTL, hi, all watch people. Send money now. Yes, help Morty. Help the diner. Please help Morty. I'm dying. Morty, help independent Morty is dying, my friends. Okay, got that. Thank you. Yeah. I would like to recommend to either anyone watching and you two guys 3 episodes of Combat, which are absolutely just unbelievable. And you can't imagine anything of that quality in the last 50 years. Really, I'm not. So if you have a pencil and you can write this down, I'll just tell you what to look up. It's on YouTube. 3 episodes. And all you have to do is type in Combat James Caan. It'll show up. I don't remember the title, but you'll get it right away. Okay. He was the guest star of 1 episode. Put in Combat Lee Marvin. He guest starred in another episode. And the other one is Combat James Coburn. And I remember that episode is called Masquerade. So if you put in Combat Masquerade, and just watch those 3 episodes, but watch the one Masquerade with James Coburn first to the very, very, very end. Don't click it off a second before it's over. It is unbelievable, and it's feature film. It's outstanding feature film quality. And this is 1965, so it's 35, 40. It's almost 60 years later, or 50 plus years. It's unbelievable. So please, Pasta, anybody, look up Combat, Masquerade, James Coburn, and the other 2, Lee Marvin, James Caan. Incredible, yeah. But, you know, what can I say? People want to watch Neil Patrick Harris sitcoms now, you know.
I think, dude, I was talking to a woman the other day. I think General Hospital's still on. She goes, "I have to go. I got to watch General Hospital." I'm like, "Dude, is that still?" I'm like,
Still on?
Is that still on TV?" And I think it is. From what she said.
That's from the 60s. Maybe it even started before, maybe on
It
radio.
must be like the oldest soap opera that's out there yet. I'm not sure that's insane though if you think about it.
Well, I mean, show like Dragnet, conceivably, that could run forever, you know.
I mean, you can go on and on with shows that were back in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, it depends what genre. 60s, 70s, incredible era. So,
Yes. Yeah. JDMTL, 99-cent Canadian. Thank you very much for the channel support. Thank you, JDMTL. I really thank you for that. I recommended a TV movie I saw. I've seen it several times because it's just unbelievably good. And I recommended it to some people, including Doc's report. And Doc's gave it a try. He said he only watched about 2 minutes and couldn't take it. He said, I just can't take it. It's too bleak, too dreary. I couldn't do it. But anyway, it's on YouTube. And I hope you will watch it because it's just phenomenal. It's called The Glass House. Okay, it's a prison movie, and it stars Vic Morrow and Alan Alda.
Really, I never saw that. Okay.
Yeah, it's from the 70s. There were so many unbelievably great TV movies from the 70s era. And they're hidden. You know, people don't know about them. You know, you really have to look them up or come across them. Look it up. The Glass House, Vic Morrow and Alan Alda, written by Truman Capote.
Wow, of all people.
Or based on a book by Truman Capote, one or the other. And the acting is absolutely A-level. Vic Morrow should have gotten an Emmy for that.
2001?
What?
2001 was the release?
No. It was. It's in the 70s. Let me give you the date. The Glass House, 1972. That's it.
Okay.
So if you just Google,
there was a remake in 2001.
Oh well, don't even waste your time with that. You know.
What did you think of Adam 12 back in the day?
I watched it every week, like every kid did. Every kid watched that, you know. And when you look at it now, it's such an innocent,
compared to what they have out,
family-friendly, corny, you know, show. You didn't watch Adam 12 for the great acting. I mean, Martin Milner is certainly a likable guy, but you didn't watch it for the acting.
No, but it's cool because it's nostalgia. You look at the cars back then. You look at the scenery,
and their uniform. It's just a shirt and pants,
and the firearms that they held. They had
38 caliber.
That's it. It's just it's the innocence of America.
Innocence, and it actually reflected the time. You know, there were crazy people back then, of course,
but nothing like today. Correct.
No. And you can imagine Adam 12 with the two guys wearing, 25 pounds of vest, carrying a Glock with 3 extra magazines, 2 handcuffs, pepper spray, a taser.
Did you hear the latest about Glock? Not to get off subject.
Yeah.
They're canceling all Glock. They're canceling all production and coming out with a new version because of all the lawsuits.
Yeah, they're calling it a V series.
V series, correct? Yeah.
It's about the people being manipulating it to turn it into automatic.
An automatic firearm. Yeah.
Here, I just put it in the chat. Glass House. You can find it on YouTube or some other channels.
How about the boy in the plastic bubble? How about what? Do you ever remember that movie? That was an ABC movie with John. What's his name?
Travolta.
Yeah.
The boy in the plastic bubble or something. Yeah. I never saw that because
I love that movie.
I just couldn't. John Travolta, boy in the bubble. I couldn't watch it. Doogie Howser. I'd never seen Doogie Howser. Emergency. Yeah, everybody watched Emergency.
Come on, Darth. We got to go back further.
Oh, really? Very interesting. Okay. Well, you're a roofer, so you understand. So your understanding may be a roofer.
I don't know who he's talking. Nick is a dick. I don't know who he's talking about. I have no idea.
Nick is a dick, and he's a roofer. Roofer. Who's a roofer? Wow. Okay. Hello, Dirk. How you doing? Yeah, Doogie Howser, never saw it. It's like Alf. I never saw it. Why?
I did like Alf. It was crazy and insane. Didn't make any sense, but it wasn't a bad show.
Yeah, I could.
It wasn't
A-Team, I've
bad.
watched
Actually,
some
it was a
episodes.
bad show.
Yeah.
It was.
I watched
bad
some
show.
A-Team. In the later seasons, Robert Vaughn became one of the regulars on A-Team. And around that time, it was just, the show was bad. But it still went on popular with.
All right. Okay. How about like old black and white stuff like Wagon Train, all the westerns?
Oh yeah, I watched all those things. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah.
Battlestar Galactica, was that with Lauren Green? I could never watch that. I just
it was kind of
seeing Lauren Green in the spaceman in the costume. It was just, I can't watch this. Three's Company, was never into Three's
I
Company.
thought you were about to say The White Shadow.
Oh, The White Shadow.
Shadow.
The basketball coach.
I remember the show. I never watched it. Yeah.
Wasn't there a Blue Shadow too? The Blue whatever with what's his name?
Blue Knight.
The Blue Knight. Yes,
that was a TV show. William Holden made the TV movie, which was just a beautifully done film for TV. The Blue Knight. He plays a street cop in L.A. Old-fashioned, street, a beat cop.
Yeah,
but he's old.
He's
getting old, And then they made a TV series out of it. At first, if I'm right, it starred Laurie Bridges.
In the beginning?
In the beginning, and then it changed to George Kennedy, or vice versa. But I remember George Kennedy did the TV show, and maybe Lloyd Bridges. Yeah. And I used to watch that. Yeah.
All the old how about Mannix? I loved Mannix.
Mannix, what a crazy show. Considering looking at it now. But yeah, everybody watched it.
Rockford Files.
I never really got into Rockford Files. I've only seen a couple episodes. But Mannix, I watched, and he's the private eye with the plaid checkered sport coat. And, it was okay.
Everybody you wanted to, So
yeah. Mannix ran a long time on TV.
Yeah,
it was a big show.
Yeah. Well, they're all. That's nostalgia. That's just the history, which was pretty cool back then.
Yeah.
So. Kids today, they're like, what are we talking about? But whatever.
Yeah. The Rifleman is. I would say The Rifleman is one of the 10 greatest shows ever on television.
That was a cool show. Yeah.
I still watch it. It's on Tubi.
Yeah.
And it's on YouTube. And every once in a while, I'll watch an episode. And I think the guy who played the kid, Johnny Crawford, was just about the best child actor ever on TV.
Is he still alive? How old is he?
No, he passed away several
away.
Years ago, 2 or 3, 4 years ago.
Wow.
He was just great. And Chuck Connors is just a role model for every kid.
Yeah.
He was just phenomenal.
Yeah. Back then, you had Gunsmoke as well and all that.
I only watched one episode of Gunsmoke.
I wasn't a big fan of Gunsmoke. You had Bonanza.
Never got into Bonanza. Gunsmoke may have come after the Lawrence Welk Hour.
I had to watch that with my grandmother.
But yeah, my grandma.
Saturday night, I had to watch Lawrence Welk.
And then I think it was Lawrence Welk and then Gunsmoke. But
yeah, it was. It was one of the westerns that would come on afterward.
Yeah.
Yep. And like my grandmother would like, shh, Lawrence Welk is on. I'm like, oh, okay.
Hey Morty, what do you think about the No Kings protesters? And the No Kings protesters are all the mentally ill. So, that's all you can say. All of them, every one of them. Like the pink pussy hat wearing people from 10 years ago. They're just mentally ill. Morty doesn't get any marzipan and just pesos for epic content. Yeah, it's true. It's GD. Why does Morty only get 99-cent Kanukistan pesos when those people get hundreds of them or thousands of dollars, and I get 99 cents? It's that's the way. The Barnaby Jones, I watched that, but
Oh, I liked all those. Barnaby Jones. Wasn't a whole series yet. Columbo, Barnaby Jones.
Cannon.
Cannon would hit everybody with his belly like, oh, I'm gonna
right. Well, I think the thing about Cannon was somebody said this, maybe Seinfeld, everyone waited to the end of the show to see him run, chasing the bad guy and jump on him or something.
Oh.
But William Conrad had an amazing career also, because he started in radio with his fantastic voice, and then he went into
cowboy
TV.
Thing that he did? What was the cowboy thing that he did? He did it with
that-
somebody else. They starred together. William Conrad. He did the World War II thing later, but they did a cowboy thing in the beginning too.
Oh, I can't recall. Yeah.
Oh, I
His
can't
career was like nonstop. And then he
Yes.
did all the voiceovers for those Quinn Martin
Yes.
shows, like The Fugitive, all the intro and outro things, and then he had his own series and just extraordinary career. Yeah.
Black Sheep Squadron. He did that later. Remember that?
Oh, really? Okay, I saw a few of those. Yeah.
Okay, but
Robert
before
Conrad.
that, what was it called? The Wild Wild West. It was the Wild Wild West.
Yeah, right. But he
did
wasn't in that. He did.
Yeah, I think he was the star of that.
No, that was Robert Conrad and Ross Martin.
Oh, okay.
Not William Conrad. Yeah. But yeah, Wild Wild West. Everybody watched. That was like mid '60s.
Yep. Yeah.
That Yul
Did you
Brynner.
ever? Go ahead.
Yul Brynner. What?
Wild Wild West. Yul Brynner.
That was Westworld.
That was Westworld. That was weird, dude.
Right.
I was freaked out as a kid as that movie.
That was a really good movie, though. A really big hit movie. I really liked.
Did you ever
it.
see the remake? Did you ever see the remake of True Grit with
No.
Jeff Bridges? Oh, it was really good.
Really?
Torn. Oh, I was torn because I was always a John Wayne fan, and when I saw that with him, I'm like, oh, the Coen brothers just did an incredible
Really?
job.
I didn't even know about that. I'm looking it up right now.
Watch it. It's
True Grit from 2010.
Yeah, it's
Jeff
incredible.
Bridges. Matt Damon.
The
Josh
Coen
Brolin
brothers
is
did a
good.
great
Okay.
job.
I'm going to save that for later. Put it on
Oh,
the
watch.
list.
Let me know how you feel about that, because John Wayne's was a great version of it, but it was a little bit campy compared to the realistic version of what the Coen brothers did with Jeff Bridges.
I never even knew that film. I never knew about it.
I was blown away by that. That was a cool movie.
I will definitely find it, and if I can find it, I will watch it. Yeah, it's on Pluto.
Good.
Pluto TV for free.
Great. If you can see it for free, great.
Okay, I just saved it.
Let me know, because
that'll be the next movie I watch.
That'd be great, because I was just blown away by that.
I like Jeff Bridges. He's tremendously good.
Yeah, good.
Matt
actor.
Damon is just sickening. Josh Brolin, I like. He's quite
Josh
good.
Brolin. I love Josh Brolin. So
yeah, Destro. I heard someone say that once. I just couldn't believe it. Never could believe that. But you never know. But I just don't believe it.
Yeah, a lot of nonsense.
No, it's just no way. And there's a clip on YouTube of Steve Allen on some. People don't know who Steve Allen was. Famous comedian, TV guy.
Great comedy show.
I really enjoyed him a lot. And he's hosting some show, and he brings on Chuck. This is on YouTube. Just put Steve Allen, Chuck Connors. It'll show up, I'm sure. And he invites Chuck Connors comes on to the stage, and Steve Allen gives a gift to Chuck Connors of a brand new Winchester rifle. And he goes, here's a gift from our sponsor, or something like that, for your great work, blah, 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 blah. And I want to present this to you on behalf of whatever. And he hands him the rifle. It's not in a box. He hands him the rifle. Of course, he knows how to handle it, and he looks and he goes, oh, thank you very much. This is a piece of beauty. I'll really treasure it. And can you imagine that now?
No, you couldn't do it. You get sued.
You get sued. You get canceled. You get
here's a 30-30 or an AR-15. Yeah, I don't think so. Not going to happen. Yeah.
So that was probably mid '60s when that show.
It was innocent. It was innocent.
Innocent.
Yeah.
That was 65 or 70. That show. That TV clip. And no one would even have thought about it. It's just.
It's crazy. It's just crazy, the world that
Dirk
we live in.
Diggler. I draw the line on black and white, except the Three Stooges and the Munsters. everybody watched the Munsters.
You can go on the Bowery Boys, Abbott and Costello.
Bowery Boys, I've watched, but I never really got into that. Abbott and Costello, I know everything about them.
Yeah,
basically.
it's just incredible. So,
as much as you could know, but yeah. Lawrence Welk, that was for grandparents only. If I remember, the sponsor for the Lawrence Welk show was Polydent. Polydent Denture Grip was the sponsor. And Geritol. In fact, it was Geritol. Brought to you by Geritol.
I think it was like Life, or I think it was Life Records back then, or whatever it was called. When grandmother got all the Johnny Mathis and Bobby Vinton records of Life. Oh, I had to listen to them every weekend, and then Lawrence Welk would come on. So
I've seen it because it was on TV, changing channels, but I've never watched an episode.
I think it came on after Mutual Omaha.
Mutual Omaha.
Oh, dude, that was,
Everybody watched that show.
that was
Everybody.
incredible. Oh, the beginning of that show, the way they did the intro was awesome.
I think Wild Kingdom was on. It was a half-hour show, and I think it was on before the Wonderful World of Disney or whatever, the Disney show.
Well, that even
And
that
I think that
too,
was the
that-
lead-in show to Disney.
that was I think on Sunday nights for the
Yeah,
Disney.
Sunday night. Everybody watched that.
Yep.
Everybody. And King's Hello Brightling, how you doing? Yeah. You
What
missed a
happened?
generous contribution, 100 pesos. Let me scroll back. Oh, here we go. Wow. Okay. Thank you very much, GD. Another 100 pesos from Argentina. Thank
Sweet.
you, GD. Okay. Yeah. Incredible. Yeah.
What happened to America? Oh my word, dude.
Democrats. Destroyed everything. It's destroyed everything. That's the answer.
It was way back in
We
the
got, hey, I
90s.
tell you what, we got John Fetterman in my state, and he's a Democrat, and he's going to vote Republican in a lot of areas. And
I just saw him. Yeah, on an
yeah, and
interview.
he's a class act. They make fun of him. He had a stroke.
Mhm.
They make fun of him because he's from my state,
Mhm.
and he's a class act because he's not. It's one of the few people other than Donald Trump that's not a politician, and that
Yeah,
just
when he got elected, the
Yeah.
ridicule about him not even being able to put together a sentence, it was
Yeah.
true. He was really suffering from the after effects of his stroke. But he's really shaped up into be an independent thinker.
just an honest person.
Yeah, yeah. And I just saw him recently where he's supporting Trump on various things.
And it's just about doing the right thing.
the right thing. And the reporter
That's it.
says, why don't you switch over to be a Republican? Because you're
Because I'm
so
a
against
Democrat.
most Democrat policies. And he said, look, I grew up Democrat. My family is
Yep.
all Democrat. That's how I grew up. I'm not
And
going
many
to change.
did. Many
I'm not
of us
changing
did.
the party, but
Yeah.
yeah, but Trump is right. He needs the support, you know. Nicholas, I love when Docs and Morty bicker. Really? Wow. Just his 2 cents. Okay.
That's like a bunch of old guys like bickering at
Jesus.
each other when we were 10 years old yet.
Ironsides. Yeah, I watched that.
Oh, Ironside. Oh, my word.
Yeah. I watched that for at least the first 2 seasons. Then I moved over to something else. Yeah.
What was the lawyer? What was the lawyer that was in a wheelchair, black and white? What was his
Lawyer
name?
in a wheelchair. Wow, great question.
Oh,
Longstreet? Oh, he was a blind detective
no.
or something.
Not in a wheelchair, but even name a lawyer show in black and white that was like Ironside. Oh, I can't.
Well, Perry Mason, of course.
Perry Mason. I'm thinking of Perry Mason. That's
He
right.
wasn't blind. Oh, the wheelchair. No, he wasn't in a wheelchair.
He wasn't, but wasn't he in a wheelchair later?
That was in Ironside. He played
Yes, correct.
the San Francisco detective in the wheelchair.
Yes, yes. Perry Mason. I used to love Perry Mason.
Yeah,
one of
yeah.
the-
Ironside.
lawyer
Everybody
like that.
watched Ironside the first couple of years. I certainly did. Yeah. Yeah. Where's the generous contributions to the hate streams? Come on, all you millionaires out there. Help out Morty. Nicholas, you're an everyday multimillionaire. Help out the channel here. $1,000. $1,000 from Watch Nicholas would go a long way.
He doesn't need super.
And he doesn't need the money. He's already
no.
got the money. He
should
just
be giving it out now.
it's just for fun. He should be redistributing the wealth.
How about
Come
all
on,
the
Nicholas.
comedies back then?
$1,000. That would be a hell of a generous donation to my dental bill.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
How about all the comedies back in the day? Chico and the Man, Sanford and Son, All in the Family. Go, It's not the same anymore. It's just
No. I don't have a TV. I don't get any TV channels. I just watch whatever is on the internet.
I don't have. I just have internet. I got rid of cable, and I don't miss anything.
Right.
So
Dukes of Hazzard. The Dukes of Hazzard, as stupid as that was, it's more quality than what's on now.
because it was innocent fun. Yeah,
Innocent fun, right? You had the sexy girl.
JD has
and-
a very
Yeah.
interesting avatar.
Who does?
JDMTL.
Let me find him. Wow, I'm behind on the comments here. 1 second. I'm looking.
You just had it up.
Oh, hold on. Let me scroll back. I'm way behind on the comments, so let me catch up here. Look,
Yeah,
JDMTL, where is he? I'm looking.
I say too much.
no, you just saw it. Yeah, you just saw it, Jay Gray.
What's that?
Well, it looks like a bear pulling a tent or something.
Yeah, it's a bear. It says there's something on there. Chocolate or something? What does that say? Canadian. Let me make it larger here. It says Canadian takes something.
Those are fighting words, Jay Gray.
It's Canadian something.
What fighting words? What are you talking about, Pastor? What? I'm not. I just said that's an interesting.
It is. It's pretty cool. That's
Canadian
pretty cool.
takeout. That's
Is that what it says?
Canadian takeout. So the bear is hauling.
That's awesome.
Jeez. Oh, I see it. Jeez.
Okay, let me catch up on the comments.
JD empty out.
All right.
Just go to the deli. JD.
Right, okay. Dirk Diggler. I met Tom Bosley and Dick Van Patten as a kid at Burbank Airport. They were really cool and signed my boarding pass. I would imagine those two guys would be very friendly to anybody wanting to talk to them. Dick Van Patten started the dog food company.
Yeah, but what was that other show that he did? Better Than Eight or something? What was
yeah, I never got into
Yeah,
that
what the
show.
heck was that called?
8 is Enough? Is that it? Or?
8 is Enough. You did it. Yeah, you got it.
Yeah, totally family. It's like My Three Sons. It's just family.
Oh, my three.
Yeah.
How about Hazel? You remember Hazel?
I remember Hazel. Yeah. That's early 60s. Now, a show like Hazel.
You remember the In-Laws?
Yes, I do.
No, there you go.
Eve Arden and was that Desi Arnaz? Was he?
Yeah, dude.
Hazel could never be on TV today because she's a maid, right? Housekeeper.
Yeah. Yeah.
So all the pink pussy hat wearing feminists would lesbians.
Oh, we had the nanny. The nanny came out. We had the nanny.
Yeah.
She was smoking hot with what's her name? She was smoking hot.
Oh yeah, she's I don't like she's deranged, liberal.
Fran Drescher or whatever her name is.
Yeah, Fran Drescher. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. The remake of True Grit with Jeff Bridges. That'll be the next movie.
I think you're gonna love that. I really think you're gonna like that show. Movie.
Okay. Sounds great. Okay.
Yeah. I love the Coen brothers. The Coen brothers make great movies.
Yeah.
You know,
Rich Mitch likes the John Wayne version better. Okay.
But they're both good. Don't get me wrong.
Right.
It's one. They're different. They're different. So
a John Wayne movie, The Cowboys, with Bruce Dern kills John
I was
Wayne in that movie,
heartbroken when they killed him.
and I never saw that.
Oh, you never saw that?
I've seen clips of The Cowboys.
Watch the whole movie. It's heartbreaking.
But I saw Bruce Dern on a talk show, and he said in that movie he kills
Bruce
John
Dern
Wayne.
was never forgiven for that movie.
And I never saw that, so that part of it. So I have to watch.
Bruce
that
Dern
movie.
would say that it ruined his career because from making that movie, everybody hated him so bad that he was typecast.
Because he killed the legend.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I like Bruce Dern a lot. He's a very high quality actor, and has done a tremendous amount of good work.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
F Troop. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna. Those will be the next two movies. I'll watch them both True Grits. Okay, we're caught up here. All right. Perry Mason. Yeah, Perry Mason is just an incredible career for Raymond Burr. I mean, because they made remakes in the 70s and 80s, or
so many good. The Waltons. I used to watch the Waltons.
Everyone watched the Waltons. Yeah.
My goodness,
Yeah.
Family.
This isn't a hate stream, and it's refreshing. I liked the actress on the Waltons. Her name was Michael Learned.
Oh, she didn't get enough credit.
No, she's still around, I think, but retired. But she was a lovely woman and actress.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think that made a 10 or 12-year run for the most part.
Yeah, All in the Family wouldn't work today. Well, you'd have to have it all lesbian and black. It would have to be a black lesbian marriage family. Otherwise, it won't work.
Sanford and Son.
Sanford and Son was good. Yeah.
Oh, it was so good.
It wasn't about race. It was just funny.
It was funny. It was just innocent fun.
Yes.
We can't do that anymore today.
No. GD 200 pesos. Again, just saw those people sent a magenta super chat with a nasty and vicious vicious message, repeating narky slanders against our good friend. Well, that's all they have.
Yeah, screw that.
Spreading hate and viciousness. That's all they have. Because they're sick, 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 sick people. It's true. And anyone who supports them should look in the mirror because,
it's pathetic.
it's very sick.
Dr.
Daisy
Bob
Duke was, yeah.
I'm sorry, Dr. Bob brought some good ones up. Sea Hunt and Soap.
Sea Hunt, yeah.
And Soap.
I never saw Soap, just a clip.
Soap was a good series.
Yeah, good actors in that. I never saw an episode.
How about Maude? Did you like Maude back in the day?
Oh, I can't stand B. Arthur,
It was
but
annoying.
she was good.
annoying
That
as
role
hell.
was made for her.
Yeah, it was pathetic. Yeah.
Yeah. Daisy Duke was Dirk's first crush. Well, that's a good choice. Yeah. Only Daisy Duke I know was Jessica Simpson. Did she play Daisy Duke?
I think it was in the movie when they did the movie.
Oh,
Yeah,
jeez.
correct. Yeah.
Nothing. Catherine Bach, yeah. She played the role just right. And she looked just right. She was the right person for the part.
Did a great job. All of them did.
Honey West with Anne Francis. I always liked Anne Francis.
How about BJ and the Bear? I love BJ and the Bear.
I used to watch that. I watched that. That was with Claude Akins.
Oh, dude, it canceled so early. I thought, and Knight Rider lasted forever, and BJ and the Bear got canceled. I'm like,
Forgot the guy, the name who played BJ, but there was a TV show with Claude Akins as a truck driver. Maybe he guest starred on BJ, but Claude Akins was another guy from the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s who worked non-stop. He was in everything. Just amazing. And when you look at the guy, you go, and he was in everything. And he was on an episode of Kolchak, The Night Stalker, which was one of my favorite shows. And he was like the sheriff.
I was scared to death of the Night Stalker back in the night.
He was. That was one of the pilot movie or the second hour, second movie they made of it. The Night Strangler and The Night Stalker. Those are two films for TV. Yeah. And he played the sheriff of Las Vegas that went against Kolchak. That episode was just phenomenal. Yeah. That series was. The series fell apart. The story behind that is something. But a big Darren McGavin fan from the beginning. Yeah. So I remember Sea Hunt. That was Lloyd Bridges. Yeah. KRP. Everybody watched that.
Streets of San Francisco. I forgot about that.
Yeah, I never got into that, but
I liked that whole series of those detective shows back in the day.
Yeah, yeah. Wow, amazing. Yeah, let me go back to that comment here. Okay, just saw those people sent a magenta super chat with a nasty and vicious message, repeating Narc's slanders against our good friend Morty. If that doesn't tell you how sick these people are, I mean, but people who enjoy their content are sick themselves.
It's water off a duck's ass. Who cares?
Yeah, well, I understand, but anybody who could tolerate and put up with that stuff as a viewer really has issues.
It's been very bad lately.
It's just mental illness on display, and just absolute viciousness and hate, and sick people. Very sick people.
For what reason? It's pathetic.
Because all they do is pick on other people. That's all they do. Yeah. Make fun of, ridicule, and pick on other people. And you know what? It's all projection. Because inside, they are so miserable with themselves. Especially, you know who. And the failure of their life and what they've done in their life just grinds away at their insides. Things they've done, and yeah, I mean, they might have money, but so do pimps and drug dealers. So what does that mean?
It doesn't make you happy; it just makes you comfortable.
Well, I mean, yeah. Well, I remember Johnny Carson talking on his show like 30 years ago, 40 years ago, and the topic of money he died with like an estate of several $100 million or something like that, and he said something. He said all money does is means you don't have to worry about money.
Yeah, love that show. Johnny
that's an interesting comment, because worrying about money is what people die over stress. They die from stress worrying about money.
Yeah,
and I mean, if you can pay all your bills every month, then you don't have that stress. When you got to his level of hundreds of millions, It's not just
You don't-
worrying. It's not just, well, having that much money means you don't have to worry about money. That's a whole different level of
Do you
having
think
money.
it's true that Jay Leno never cashed his Tonight Show checks?
I have no idea. I never was a fan of Jay Leno. I never
I
found
didn't
him funny.
I didn't like Jay Leno's comedy, but I like his car show.
Okay. Well, yeah.
I
Yeah.
didn't like
I
him
never
as a
found Jay
comedian.
Leno funny as a stand-up or at the Tonight
Right.
Show. Never. Yeah.
But I do like him as the car show that he does when he shows
Well,
up.
that's
those cars.
probably, yeah, true. Yeah. MT85 from Florida. Thank you very much. $20 super chat. Thank you very much for this channel support. Great. Bingo. Yeah. Yeah, but that other channel brings it on themselves. Well, I mean, it's literally, I'm seriously saying this. If you went to your local state mental hospital and listened to the people there, talking to themselves, screaming at each other and, all drugged up and talking about, one guy thinks he's Napoleon, another guy thinks he's Genghis Khan, and they're screaming and yelling all day.
One flew over the cuckoo nest.
That's it. I mean, it's just they're mentally ill severely.
The
And
big Indian smashing the window with the water fountain at the end.
there you go. Right. Barney Miller. Yeah, I watched that in the beginning every week. Towards the end, I lost interest in it, but everybody watched it. That's one of the shows. Everybody watched Sanford and Son and All in the Family, and
Nice bass line and I think a trumpet solo for the Barney Miller intro.
Yeah.
that was a guitar solo, was it? A guitar? Right. I think that was a guitar.
Was it? I thought it was bass guitar. I don't
Yeah,
remember. I don't know.
I can't remember. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. MT85 show sponsor. Thank you very much.
Yay!
Alice. Yeah, I
Oh,
watched
Alice,
that, but I
there you
never
go.
really got into it. Yeah.
Alice, there are so many shows back then. Wow.
Yeah. Also, GD, that comment you had there, because they're so limited in what they can do. They just have, all they can do is hate and display their own envy and their own misery. There's nothing else they can do but just show other people's material and criticize and ridicule. That's it. That's it. And talk about KOK, which is all they dream about all day.
Were there two distinct MASH? Yeah, this comment. Remember MASH? They were kind of like two distinct different shows.
Really? Well, there was the Alan Alda, Loretta Swit.
There was the
That's all.
movie MASH.
Yeah,
and then
right.
the show MASH, yeah.
I never got into the MASH TV show. I never thought it was funny. Never. And at the time, I was not into Alan Alda at all. If he was on, I wasn't going to watch it. And
Remember the movie?
he was such a feminist liberal. It was just unpleasant to listen to him. But in that movie I mentioned earlier, The Glass House.
With Alan Alda? How did you get so personal with him?
Yeah, but the TV show, the movie he did with Vic Morrow that I mentioned earlier, The Glass House, he was very good. He did a really good job. Vic Morrow blew him away, but very good.
So then what changed? What changed?
Well, at that time, he was on all the talk shows like Merv Griffin talking about feminism and all this liberal.
Boy.
I mean, it was just like, shut the fuck up,
Merv Griffin, Mike Douglas back then. You can
Right.
name it. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Thank you. I was very young at that time.
I also never liked the music, the theme song of MASH, and I didn't like I didn't like it, even though it was
I think it
a
came on at like 9,
gigantic hit.
9:30.
I just never liked it.
It used to put me to sleep. I went to bed by then, 10 o'clock.
Mhm.
For me, I was so young when I saw it. It was just the helicopters in the opening
Yeah.
sequence that.
Yep.
caught
I
my
would fall asleep, and that was it. That was my night. I would go to work to school the next day.
Yeah. Amazing.
Life isn't the same as it used to be, but I guess that's every 10 years that happens. So every generation.
Well, this generation is the stupidest in American history. I mean,
I
really
hope
is.
not, but they certainly. They
Oh, it
just
is.
don't.
It is.
know.
There's never been more stupid people in this country ever than at the present. Never.
But at the same time, they can't buy a house because they can't afford a house. It's just look at
Keep
the
voting
housing.
Democrat.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy. There's a lot of problems that I don't know if we're going to
Do
get
you
out
see
of.
a design to it, gentlemen? Do you see a design to it?
A design? How do you mean?
Like a plan.
Yes. It was stupidity.
Yeah,
plan.
I think it's a new world order to control all of us. It's not like this country was based on an originality of what we became, in the beginning to what we're at, where we're at today. So,
I just typed this in as a reminder to anyone who's interested. I mean, you watch these episodes and then tell me anything that sounds good. All right.
yeah,
Look up on YouTube
Nothing.
or wherever you find it, Combat TV show. The episode with James Coburn, James Caan, and Lee Marvin. It was on for 5 years, but these 3 episodes in particular are just. If you saw them in a movie theater, you'd be raving about it. That's how good they were. So what can I say?
Dirk makes a good point there. I disagreed. This generation is really smart and really stupid. No in between. It's a fine line, but they're dope.
That's
Nobody
good.
wants
That's
to-
interesting. Yeah.
100% is a fine line.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We seem like every 10 years we get more spoiled as a generation, as a country, that to the point that are we going to end up like the Roman Empire and fall apart?
Completely so. I mean,
Yeah.
the average person has everything. So what's left after everything? Well, just
Right.
total, put a animal bone in your nose like a bovine ring, what they do all over Seattle and Portland and all the liberal shithole cities. Shave your head and paint your head purple and blue,
I mean, think about that, Morty. Think about when we can't even go visit an area today. Like, hey, if you're from the country, like I'm going to go visit this metropolitan area,
Right.
whatever city you want to name. Go, dude. They're crime-ridden and shitholes today.
Right. Yeah.
And people have this envisionment that, like, when you're younger, that you can go visit these cities and go shop. No,
No
it's
more.
gone.
No more.
It's gone.
Yeah, it's gone.
That's
And
not America.
that is directly because of Democrats and liberals. Completely.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I remember as a kid being in New York, it was fantastic.
It was great. What a great experience as a child. I was blown away. Like, what a great metropolitan area. Wow.
It was great. I was all over the place. It was great. Yeah.
And
Even at night, I remember roaming around at night. It was terrific. Yeah. Was there crime? Of course, but nothing like
name
now.
any big city today. You can't do it. You can't do it.
When I came to Portland the first time in the 90s, just on a vacation, I could not believe it. It was just it's unbelievable. So safe, and people you'd walk around at night, late at night, and never even thought of crime. Nothing.
I mean, Chicago,
Nobody sleeping on the sidewalks.
San Francisco, Los Angeles. You can't name one area
Right.
that you can go to that you want to go visit today.
Right.
It's very pathetic, and we're in a lot of trouble. So,
Yeah. Someone brought up a great comment recently. Do kids today know how to have a bike? Do they ride their bike everywhere like we did? And I don't think
it's a
they do.
different
I think they just
generation.
stay
I don't
home with
think
the
they-
computer.
I don't think they need to, right? It's just like saying, like, it's like saying our generation that rode a bicycle, we didn't ride a horse. So I'm not sure that makes a difference as much as we have not to be. I think the thing is we can't be lazy.
Well, now they're just riding each other's rump. But but I mean, having a bike is for the kids. You're out all day long. Not only
Don't come in unless you get in trouble. Don't let me know where you're at.
Using your imagination and doing all kinds of stuff instead of sitting in a chair playing, kill everybody computer games. Anyway, most don't even know how to write a check. Well, that is true. Yeah.
But we might not have checks much longer anyway. So
that's correct. Yeah.
It's it seems it's a fine line. What do you balance it at?
So, can you repeat that question, please?
It's a fine line. Where do we balance it at? Because every generation gets a little bit different. We're that older generation now, so we complain about like every other older generation that there was.
Right.
So, are we out of touch, or it's a fine line of the balancing act of where?
Well, when you've got the #1 song in the country called WAP, Wet Ass Pussy, and you got Nicki Minaj grinding her pussy all over TV in Anaconda, and that's accepted as music, and contemporary culture,
It's pretty pathetic.
then you
Look at
have
the
an entire then you have an entire generation of people who have lost their minds and are just hopeless. And when they get awards for that kind of filth and garbage, from the Grammy Academy and all that, then it's just
it's a garbage.
it's just a total cesspool. Yeah, that these people are celebrated for their filth. I mean, listen, if you want to, anyway, it's just filth that just destroys minds and the society. It's absolutely true. We've gone from a song of how much is that doggy in the window, in 2 generations, to kill a cop and fuck him in the ass and lick my pussy and it's wet as fuck, and anaconda, baby, fuck it, ram it, slurp it.
Great lyrics, right?
And it's just unbelievable.
Yeah.
I watch Nicholas Loves Anaconda, the video, probably.
Yeah, good for him.
Maybe. Hey, MT85, another $20 super chat. Awesome. Channel member, thank you so much for the support, MT85. Independent Morty says, thank you very much. MT had to write a check the first time in 8 years. I forgot how to do it. Wow.
Well, how about when we were kids, we had to learn cursive writing? We don't do that anymore.
Oh, yeah, right. Well, remember that trial in Florida, the guy who was accused of killing some kid, and this woman who was a friend of hers was on the witness stand? Michael Savage did a whole show about this.
Yeah.
And the lawyer asked her to read this letter that a friend of hers wrote, and she couldn't read it. She goes, I can't read that. And the lawyer said, why can't you read it? He goes, I don't know how to read. I can't read cursive. And the lawyer was just dumbfounded.
When I was a kid, I had data processing. We used to take these index cards.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the hell am I doing? I got kicked out of the class because I got kicked out of 2 classes. Data processing. We had Tandy Realistic from Radio Shack. The hard drives were cassette players, right?
Uh-huh.
And we were processing these. What the hell are we doing? What are we making? These index cards that did nothing, right?
Right.
So
I remember that. Yeah.
So that got nowhere. Then I had French class. I had to take three languages: French, Spanish, and German. Spanish and German were cool, but French, right. I'm like, I freaked out the one day. I'm like, what the bleep are we doing with
I took French? 5 years of French, and I regret to this day not speaking German.
Nobody in my world is going to talk
Back
French.
it up. Pasta.
Well, you're Canadian. That's different.
You got to learn three languages at once, Pasta.
Dude, which ones? Which ones did you do?
Which ones did I do? Never mind me. You were learning 3 languages at once?
Jay Gray had to learn. Jay Gray studied English, French, and Nunavut.
Where I grew up, though, dude, nobody spoke French. Now, I knew a lot of French Canadians in construction, right? They would come down from Canada and work in our area, dude. Hardcore dudes. I mean, they were the toughest of the toughest, right? And cold weather meant like it was summertime to them, right? But they didn't even speak French. They spoke English, and they had an accent, but they didn't speak French. And it's just like, dude, I freaked out the one day. This is stupid. I can't. This class sucks. And they kicked I got suspended. Mm-hmm. And Spanish and German, great classes, but French.
Yeah, I did the 5 years, and I was, it was pretty good, and I learned a lot about French history and culture. And I don't regret it really, because I learned a lot. But and I still have a lot of knowledge about stuff. But German would have been the one I really would have enjoyed and appreciated.
Spanish today in America, what a great language to learn. But my God, French, I'm like, dude. And even the French Canadians, like, I don't know all these words from. I can teach you some, but I don't know all those because it was a different. Even the French Canadians had a different dialect, so they weren't even.
Yes.
And those were tough guys. They were tough too.
Watch Nicholas. Is Cardi B garbage and trash? More. She epitomizes garbage and trash. Joe Biden, when he was running as the vegetable president, he did an interview with Cardi B. Did you see that? He did an interview with Cardi B. Obama did an interview with this lady who painted herself green in the bathtub. See, they won't meet a real reporter, but they'll meet these absolute imbeciles. And then the imbeciles who vote Democrat, they'll watch that being interviewed by the lady with the bathtub green stuff and Biden talking to Cardi B, who knows nothing about anything,
You see how Donald
her claim to fame is wet ass pussy. I mean,
Elon's going to make a
Unbelievable.
new like a ballroom at the White House and be the biggest ever, but it's not going to cost us any money because he has donors. So between him and the donors, they're going to do all their renovations to the White House. So,
Rich Mitch, do you like my new watch, Mort? I don't know what your new watch is, Rich. So I can't say. Well, I'm sure I would like it, but I don't know what it is. Nick says, a winner. It seems Morty has succumbed. It's spelled wrong, but it's okay. It seems Morty has succumbed to all the face blasting. He never used to speak like that. Of course I have. I've been here for 7 years. Corny motherfucker. Yeah. Dr. Bob, they don't want the new generation to be able to read the Bill of Rights or the Constitution because Democrats run the teachers' union. That's true, Bob. That's true.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's another teachers union. Abolish it. Get rid of it. Just demolish that whole thing. That's a nightmare.
Teachers both in the U.S. and Canada are left-wing nuts. Yes, true.
Yes.
Teaching kids insane BS. Just look at the fat teacher they caught on cam making a shot in the neck gesture.
About Charlie Kirk, yeah.
Yeah, right. Well, these people should be fired en masse. Yeah. Did you see that show, that the person in Canada? This is like a year ago. Somewhere in Canada, I forgot. It was a guy dressed as a woman with these fake gigantic tits. And he taught wood shop or some shop.
That's crazy. Come on.
Yeah, and the local school district would not fire him. And the Canadians who run that school district and the principal, well, we're open to diversity. There's a difference between diversity and
insanity.
And putting mentally ill psychos in a classroom with young children.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's unbelievable.
Crazy. World is insane.
Yeah. Finally, that guy left the job. He was finally fired or left. And then he took off the fake gigantic tits and walked around.
And then he got hired by a different school board.
Oh, really?
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Amazing. Yeah. Maybe he became a principal. Yeah.
Well, I got to run, guys. I got to get ready for work for tomorrow, but good being on. So
great. Thank you very much, Pasta.
Have a good night, you too. All right.
See ya. Thanks very much. See you later.
Christ.
Wow. Great. Nice friendly talk.
All right, Morty, what are you going to do now? What are you going to do? What are we doing?
I'm going to put up the link again if anybody wants to join the panel.
That's how you do it.
Yep. And here, my local time is 5 minutes till 6 p.m. So, yeah, came on a little earlier today. So, got plenty of time. I can hang out for quite a while. MT, did I miss the Uzi timeout, or is he buying Twinkies? He's probably at the gas station buying Twinkies. Yeah. No, he hasn't stopped by today. I did time him out yesterday, and then he took off. After I timed him out, he just vanished over to the other channels. You know what I mean. Yeah.
Are there any Diwali celebrations occurring in your neighborhood?
I don't know what Diwali is. I keep hearing about it, but I don't know. What is Diwali?
I don't know. They set up tents and they light off fireworks.
Where does it come from? Diwali.
Where does it come from? No, that's it comes from the subcontinent.
Okay. Diwali in Sanskrit means a row or series of lights. Okay.
Which is
it's a Hindu.
Probably,
it's a Hindu related.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about it really.
Okay, well, there's a lot of people around me at the moment that celebrate it, and they are going hardcore for the fireworks.
Well, Indians Indians who come here become real great Americans. They really fit right in. They're not looking to blow up the country all day long.
No, they just want to light off fireworks.
L.A. has a very large Indian population.
Jesus Christ, put your dog in the basement.
Mm-hmm. You think? You think he needs to reach around, Bob? Yeah. Wow, amazing.
All right, you're probably better off without me, so I'll say bid you adieu.
Oh, really? Wow.
And,
Okay. Well, thank you very much. That was a
well,
nice chat about the TV
I-
stuff.
I
It's
don't
very
know.
good. Yeah.
I don't know. I'm open.
Oop.
Yeah.
All right, let me lower that.
Mutual Omaha, Wild Kingdom.
Great show. Everybody watched it. Yeah. Well, I'm going to be on for quite a while. Thank you very much, Pasta and Jay Gray. Well, that's the first hour and a half of tonight's show. And we haven't had any face blasting yet. That's on the other channels. They're face blasting each other round the clock, 24/7, slurping it up. And yes, they swallow. They don't spit. Guaranteed, they're all swallowers. Because in prison, when you're sucking the BNC, you got to swallow it because that guy that's the requirement. And they walk into your prison cell and go, "All right, you can't spit it out. They will demand that you swallow, or otherwise they'll beat the shit out of you." So, you think about it. That's what those people do. They've admitted it. Nick has got the clips. Everyone's got those clips. GD, 100 pesos and channel member. Hey, Uzi was on those shows, not to be confused with those shows, saying he's done with Morty. Oh, well, I heard him earlier today on Nicholas's show, and he typed in something like, "I'm done with Morty." Or I've unsubbed to Morty, but he said that half a year ago as well. But he'll be back because he can't stay away. He needs the outlet of viciousness and hate, and to pick on people, to get out his frustrations. And he'll be around. He'll be lurking, watching the show, and then going on Nick's channel or the other channels and talking about what was happening on this channel. But hey, Jimmy, BNC, I mean, that's what he said. He said it. Nick, he was talking to Nick. We all got the clip, baby. We all got the clip. He said it. Prison KOK, slurping it up. Not making it up. He said it. He admitted it. So, what can I say? You think? Really? Well, I was told that by somebody else. And I said, you think? Really? That's not what Tourette's is. Not that I don't know what Tourette's. I mean, I don't really know much about it. And so this person told me all about it. He said, yeah, he's classic Tourette's. So then I went and read about Tourette's. Then I called this guy back and said, you're right. And of course, I can't diagnose it as a physician, but it seemed to match up. Jesus, incredible. It's the BNC. Nick knows what I'm talking about. Nick heard it. He heard it. We all heard it. The BNC, swallowing it up, drop by drop. He's loving it. Loving it, man. That's why he keeps talking about it all day long. KOK, cum, dick, cum rag, face blast, all that stuff, penis, it's all he talks about. I'm not making that up. I mean, just listen to the show. It's true. Okay, Destro, I'm just looking for some ASMR watch talk, not face blasting. I'm scared. Okay, well, yeah, the other channels do the face blasting. Here we just make an occasional reference to the face blasting on the other, the content that they talk about. Nick knows exactly what I'm talking about. He was there talking to the guy when it came out. We got the clips. Jesus, I just had dinner. What did you have for dinner, PSK? Yeah, that's a way you show somebody that you love them, by sending them cash apps, calling them the N-word, and other insults nonstop, day after day. Jimmy, I am slowly learning the difference between those and those. Yes, right. BNC, baby. That's what he said. I'm not making it up. He said it. Nick has got the clip. I've got the clip. Everyone's got the clip. Exactly. Red face. There it is. Watch Nicholas. I remember the BNC. Yes, yes, yes. Exactly. I never did the BNC. I never would. I would tell the guy who came into my cell, I'm not going to do that. If you want, you can throw me off of the 4th floor, off of the roof, and or I'll jump off, because I'm not going to do that. I know I'm getting out in 12 more months, but I'm not doing that. And if I wasn't able to kill the guy, with a lead pipe or a shank, then but I ain't going to do it. But some people do it, and some people love it. Slurping it up, baby. Yeah, KOK talk. That's all they do. Anyway, you mean you can't be denied? That's all they talk about. Anyway, and ridicule of whoever is their target for the day. GD 100 pesos. Thank you. Could you please repeat the vicious message that Uzi sent you along with the $1 super chat? I forgot. Okay, I can look it up. I'm going to show it. I'm going to somehow, bring up the screenshot of it on some program, Word or something, and just cover up part of the word so it can be seen to the public. He said I'll never be able to show it, but that's not true at all. Of course I can show it. Let me find it. It's right here, baby. This is who. Oh, it's who he is. It's who they are. Okay, here it is. He sent me $1 yesterday, was it? At 11:08 p.m. $1 on Cash App with the message $1 for please quit being a N-word. And I said on the show, I'm not accepting that. That's just fucking revolting, sickening. So I just clicked refund on Cash App and was sent back to him. And it was for quit being a N-word. There you go, GD. Uncle, what's that, nephew? BNC, baby. Right. When you hear a Morty laugh, an angel gets his wings. That's one of the 10 greatest American movies ever. And I'll debate that with anybody. It's a Wonderful Life. Martin Scorsese, Spielberg, any fucking film person I'll discuss that with. One of the 10 greatest American films. Godfather 1 is on the list. It's a Wonderful Life is on the list. And so on. Yeah, Geek Godwan, that's all they talk about. It's because they hate themselves. They look in the mirror and they hate themselves. They just look at themselves and their life, things they've done, and what they've wound up being, and they're filled with self-hate. Yeah. So they take it out. They blast it out on other people all day long. That's all they can do. Watch Nicholas. I think those people are self-hating Jimmy suckers and projecting with their KOK talk. Completely correct. What do you mean, Jimmy suckers? What does that mean? Maybe I think those people are self-hating Jimmy suckers and projecting with their KOK talk. Needed a comma there, maybe. Retracted. A lot of retracting going on here. Mac Lobster, how you doing? Hard not to talk KOK when Mike the Snake is mutilating his... talking about it. Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. He mentioned that years ago. I heard that. Oh, yeah, exactly. Oh, gee. Yeah, I heard him talk about that. Even Watch Nicholas wouldn't do anything like that. Wow. Amazing. Yeah, well, hey, look at this from my good friend, AD Never Calling. $49 super chat supporting the channel. Thank you so much. Goes right to my dentist bill. Hello, Crappy. This is a great show. We really appreciate you. Keep it up, baby. Thank you very much, AD. Hey, AD, since you're here, I was hoping to ask Ozzy Expat as well, but you'll be a great person to ask this question too. Let me just catch up on the comments, and I'll get this question right out to you here. Oh, he got his pen pierced. That's correct, right? Yep, right, exactly. Yeah, anyone who watched, I got to tell you something. This is absolutely true. I forgot which movie it was. Maybe Schindler's List, regarding Spielberg. I forgot the movie, but when Spielberg began filming on the first day of filming, or the day before filming, just about, he had everyone on his film crew, like 100 people, everyone involved. You can't imagine how many people are involved in the filmmaking. It's incredible. But he had everybody sit down in the theater, and he showed them all It's a Wonderful Life, because he wanted that feeling from everyone, the commitment and feeling from everybody, the lighting guy, the sound guy, the makeup guy, everybody, the catering guy, needed to understand that they're making a beautiful, serious, soulful film. And so Spielberg, he would probably put It's a Wonderful Life in the top 10. Yeah, that's a true story. Show sponsor, well, MT85 has been doing a great job tonight too, supporting the diner. So AD Never Calling and MT85 show sponsors. So I got a question for AD. Just give me a second. Let me catch up. Hey, P. Glenn, good to see you. Pasta says Morty streams a double fist. Way to go. Thank you, Pasta. And watch those combat episodes if you can, Pasta. You'll be blown away. And it's 5 years of the combat episodes, but those 3 are just remarkable. They're the Chomo Stanny groomers. A lot of grooming. There is a lot of grooming on these channels. $9.99 from AD Never Calling. Crappy. I just heard someone hijacked my AD Never Calling name and was insulting Mike the Snake on Archie's birthday stream. Jeez, it's Archie's birthday? Really? How about that? And yeah, well, those people, you know who it is. You know who it would be. Thank you for the generous super chat. P Clan. I'm pretty sure that's Greg Davis and Archie's in the executive club, right? Right. Is MTS unboxing? Oh, Jesus. Okay. Yeah, you're probably right. McLaughlin, I consider Casablanca top 10 or top 3. Can we get a list? I'd be happy to make up a list of what I think are the 10 greatest American films or the 10 greatest films, worldwide. Or my 10, I could even do a list, my 10 most favorite films. I think I did that years ago. My 10 most favorite films. And I'd have to look that up. And it's probably the same choices that I made from years ago. No birthday envelopes from Nick today. McLobster, $9.99. Thank you very much for the channel support. Really greatly appreciated. Give us 3 of your top 10 films. Okay, this is just all films. All right, not in particular order. The Third Man with Orson Welles and Joseph Cotten, directed by Carol Reed. Top 10 world masterpiece, without question. Absolutely. The Third Man. Look at it. If you've never seen it, it's got to be everywhere on the internet. Look it up. The Third Man, Orson Welles. It's a Wonderful Life is in my top 10. I Am a Fugitive from a Chain Gang, 1932, with Paul Muni. One of my top 10 most favorite films. Treasure of the Sierra Madre with Humphrey Bogart, directed by John Huston. 1948, maybe, I don't remember. One of the greatest films ever made, absolutely in my top 10. It's magnificent, absolutely magnificent. It's perfect. Those films are perfect. Godfather 1 is a top 10 masterpiece film. So there's a quick highlight of some of them, McLobster. Yeah, McLobster. All right. Morty's finally seeing yellow and magenta on a regular basis. Yeah, and they're not stabbing me in the back, kind of super chats. Nope. G, never ever for those for you. Right. Okay. GD, what do you mean you do it all the time? Do what all the time? What does that mean? Don't know. Okay, let's continue on. P. Clen, you got quite a few mentions on Archie's birthday stream. Who? Me? P. Clen, you saying me? Really? Well, they need content. They just have to talk about whoever talk. They just talk about other people. That's the main. Even when they're talking watches, they talk about other people in a negative vein. Dr. Bob, the Ballad of Cable Hogue with Jason Robards is a must. I've seen that movie several times. Jason Robards and Stella Stevens. Stella Stevens is one of the sexiest women in Hollywood of that time, and a fine actress. Absolutely gorgeous, and a fine movie. Yes, very much so. I could watch that again. Stella Stevens is the mother of Andrew Stevens, who did quite a bit of TV work, and he was in that TV miniseries Hollywood Wives, which was an all-star cast of Anthony Hopkins and Suzanne Summers. I mean, everybody. Angie Dickinson, with a phenomenal ending. Andrew Stevens going total bananas at the very end, total psycho flip out with Angie Dickinson, and terrific TV miniseries, really terrific. Hollywood Wives. That's like from the 80s, I would think. Crappy lives rent-free in those people's minds. You're absolutely right, Gigadwa. You're right. I've seen Sierra Madre. Excellent. One year I rented every one of Bogart's films. Sierra Madre is his greatest. I mean, people would have different opinions. People would say Casablanca or, African Queen or something. But to me, that's his best film, his best performance. And just personally, it's one of my top 2 most favorite films of everything. Sierra Madre, Treasure of the Sierra Madre, and I'm a Fugitive from a Chain Gang are my top 2 most favorite films. I can't say which is 1 or which is 2, but those are both my top 2 personal favorite films. If you've never seen them, they're easy to find. Look them up. Symbolic yellow, actual value 2 cents. Needs real yellow. You know what I don't know? But symbolically gets the poll. You know what I don't know how to do is how to make a poll in the chat. Some of the other people, Archie and Nicholas, they put a poll while the chat stream is going, and maybe you have to have a different level of StreamYard But I don't know how to do that. I would do that if I have that, but I can't find how to do that. So maybe I don't have that. I keep saying that. That. Okay, let's catch up here. Captain's Courageous. I love that film. That's with Spencer Tracy playing the Portuguese fisherman. That's an absolutely beautiful film with John Carradine and Lionel Barrymore. Did he play the ship's captain? A beautiful film. And a beautiful death scene at the end. Melvin Douglas was in that too, and playing the kid's father. And if anyone out there is Portuguese, they might really love that film, Captain's Courageous with Spencer Tracy. I think it's from the 30s. Let me look that up. And of course, I read the book as a kid, which is a great book for a kid to read. 1937. That's it. Beautiful film. Spencer Tracy plays a Portuguese fisherman. And just great. African Queen, Angelic. It is an amazing film. No question about it. But Treasure of the Sierra Madre is my pick for Bogey's best film and my most favorite. Pasta. Okay, my 2 are True Grit remake. All right. And watch Box of Moonlight with John Turturro, 1996. I've never even heard of that. I certainly know John Turturro, of course. Let me look that up. Box of I've seen lots of movies with John Turturro, but I've never heard of that. Let's take a look. Okay. An engineer finds his first gray hair. This is a Watch Nicholas story. An engineer finds his first gray hair, takes 6 days off from wife, son, and work, rents a car, and meets different people. Does he rent a car for a week and keep it for a year? Like MAF? Okay, I'm going to save that on my film list, my movie list, and I'll look for it. Thanks for that information. Yeah, Africa Queen. Hey, Angelic, how you doing? Magenta is the line that separates the micro donors from donors. That's a new word popped up in the asylum this week. Micro donors. Not micro penis, micro donors. Wow. Maltese Falcon, McLops. Maltese Falcon is my favorite. Oh, that's a great film. It's a masterpiece. Yeah. Maltese Falcon is my favorite Bogart film. I used to live across the street from Dashiell Hammett's house where he wrote it. Pretty damn good. You know, McLobster, if you like that kind of film, a really, really good movie, I mean, just terrific, is Robert Mitchum. What the hell was it called? Let me look it up, because it was, you wouldn't have expected it to be so good, but it absolutely captured that Dashiell Hammett noir type. Yeah, Farewell, My Lovely, 1975, with Robert Mitchum. Extraordinarily good, and Mitchum just fantastic as Philip Marlowe, based on the Raymond Chandler book. Look it up, man. Farewell, My Lovely, 1975. It's definitely, you want to watch it. Key Largo, fantastic. Edward G. Robinson, Humphrey Bogart, Lauren Bacall. John Huston movie. Fantastic film. Dick Tracy. The Big Sleep. Yeah, Bob. Certainly an acclaimed film. I've seen it a few times. It's a good choice. Very good choice, yeah. AD, that's what I know it as, but how can a person be grass? What? Grass talk? Is that lawnmower talk? AD, cheeky sad is a British slang term for a person, often a man, who is playfully, now here's a, mischievous or mischievous. Yeah, but it's mischievous, I would say. Bold, but I don't mind people who say mischievous, because, you know, English, Brits say aluminium, not aluminum. So if Brits can say aluminium, then I think they can say mischievous, and that's fine, and it sounds cool. A man who is playfully mischievous, bold, or impudent, and is used in a way that can be a term of endearment or mild annoyance. Cheeky sod. Okay. Wasn't that the name of a Who album? Well, Odds of Sods or something like that? I don't remember. You know, a great modern film is Master and Commander. I've seen it multiple times. I've never seen that. No reason, I just haven't seen it. L.A. Confidential with Russell Crowe is just a phenomenal film. I've seen it 5 times probably. Phenomenal. Direction, story, acting, music, everything. Fantastic. Set design, characters. Yeah, I'll look for Master and Commander. Yeah. AD, I am definitely a cheeky sod. What a weird way to talk. Cheeky. That's an English people use that. They say cheeky. I don't know what it means. I get my British colloquialisms, dictionary word, from Rich Mitch. I'm interested in origin of language, but that's strange talk without foundation. Yeah, England has, British English has all kinds of funny, to us, strange expressions, which I don't know what they mean, like knees up, cheeky. There's a whole bunch of them. What does it mean? And Australians, of course, take the cake for the expressions. Patel Philippe. Hey, Patel Philippe. I'm glad you're here. I have something to tell you. He says, howdy, Morty. Thanks for stopping by the show yesterday. Thank you very much. I got a comment for Patel Philippe. Watch Nicholas, you there? Watch Nicholas. Watch Nicholas is a biatch. Biatch. Nicholas, you're a Viking biatch. Biatch. And Uzi, too. 2 biatches. Biatch. Biatch content. Unbelievable. LA Confidential, fantastic film. Chinatown, I like LA Confidential more than Chinatown. Yeah, the Watch Nicholas, all those other channels, they're all Viking biatches. Frustrated, sexually frustrated self-haters. Not in a relaxed format. In a format of inner turmoil and hate and bubbling viciousness. An inner volcano of hate and viciousness. Vomiting it all out on the channels. Hey, Brightling. Jimmy, Morty, Watch Nicholas. Penny Serenade. I haven't seen that in so long, I don't remember it. Irene Dunn, Edgar Buchanan, and Beulah Bondi is a great film. You actually know those names of those other actors? Holy fuck. Dr. Bob is a pretty smart guy. He knows a lot. He always has an answer. He always knows something. It's about whatever the topic is. I really don't remember the film. I haven't seen it since I was a little kid. I can't remember it. Wow, great suggestion. I can look for that again. Let's continue on here. Patel Philippe, 13.99 Canadian super chat. Thanks, Morty. That made my night. You're very welcome, you Canadian biatch. Biatch. Pimp. You Canadian pimp biatch. What was that thing from The Sopranos with Christopher when they were filming that movie? And they wanted a different word for that scene. And Christopher says, why don't you say, instead of whore or cunt, what was that word? Yeah, I can't remember. Yeah, anyway. Tan is a man of his word, evidently, definitely so. Rollo Tomasi. Man, what a great movie. Fucking biatch. Uzi is the #1 biatch on the internet, on the YouTube community asylum. The guy's biatched himself out at the gas station every night on YouTube. 3 Musketeers show sponsor. Well, Dr. Bob is a real doctor. I'd believe it. Oh, watch Nicholas. Tan is not a man of his word. Definitely not. Well, that's because you're a Viking biatch, and you don't know how to get along with them. That's why you say that. Jesus. 100% breaks his private word constantly, P. Glenn, but this is not the place for that. Wow. Well, those are things I don't know about. Wow. AD, he's a lot better than when he had the stroke. Who are you talking about, AD? Who had a stroke? P. Glenn, I don't believe anything that happens behind the scenes. Watch Nicholas. Yeah, right. Well, those people, they never talk behind the scenes. They never do anything. When the show's over, they just turn off YouTube. They don't do anything behind the scenes. No plotting, no scheming, no devious planning. They don't do anything behind the scenes. They turn it off and it's off. Jesus. The link is up. I'll put up the link again. All right, there we go. Let's continue on. Who had a stroke? What was that, AD? I stay out of the politics. It's futile. See, futile. I like to say futile and sterile, a sterile environment. That's probably British English, but my inclination is to say futile and sterile. But they're both good, And I'll bring on our guest in just a second. 100 pesos from Argentina. Man, it will be great to see Morty on the Playboard segment brought to us by the #1 news producer to the Global Watch community, Doc's Report. Well, maybe. I don't know. Question from Pavel. does Tourette's syndrome extend beyond verbal outbursts to the typed word? I don't know. I've never studied Tourette's. All I know about it is reading a couple articles on the internet, Wikipedia and something else maybe. So I really don't know. Resistance is futile, but futile sounds nice. Sterile, futile, juvenile behavior, juvenile delinquent. Well, anyway, let's bring on the guest. Hello, Mr. Blonde.
Hey, buddy, I can't stay, but the word you are looking for from The Sopranos is bukyak.
That's it. Christopher says, why don't you say bukyak?
Yeah,
And,
means cunt. Yeah, it means cunt.
And Janine Garofalo says, that sounds good. Okay, let's do that.
Yeah, it's bukyak.
Janine Garofalo is an insane libtard fanatic. She's totally insane.
Yes.
Mentally ill. But that was the word. You got it. You got the scene.
Yeah, there you go, brother. I'm cooking dinner, man. If you're on, I'll come back later, okay?
All right. Thank you, Jax. Thank you for that.
See you, brother. See you, man.
Fantastic. Bukyak. That was it. Man, he knows his stuff. All right. An inner seismic bubbling volcano of hate and viciousness. That's what it is. And it erupts into what's the word? Unscheduled face blasting. It just erupts into cum face blasts and cum wrecks and swallowing and spitting and that's it. Amazing. Dr. Bob, what if Stephen Hawking's had Tourette's? Oh, I don't want to do any Stephen Hawking's jokes. That's not fun. That's not funny. Yeah. Amazing. Bart, open your windows and smell the tear gas. Oh, is Portland on fire again tonight? I don't know what the deal is. Trump got permission. The higher court authorized Trump, if he wants to, he can federalize the Oregon National Guard and send them into Portland. I hope he does that. Just block off the whole street. That's all you have to do is block off both ends of the street where the ice facility is. And anyone who crosses over the wooden horses thing gets arrested for interfering with police operations. That's the charge, or whatever the charge would be specified like that. Simple as that, and they're arrested. Just keep arresting them one after the other. You walk past the taped over blockaded area, you get arrested, interfering with police operations, whatever the technical charge would actually be. Simple as that. Oh, AD, I forgot. I have a question for you. It's chicken sandwich time. Right. Why the fuck did you comment on Fetterman? Then why the fuck did you comment on Fetterman then, MT85? You had to slide it in there. Fetterman turned out to be a very surprising and a surprising senator. He's way more above board than all the other Democrats that come to mind. I mean, almost all of them. He actually says things which are common sense and definitely align more with the Republican Party. But eruption of frothy ejaculate. Yeah, well, I said this a long time ago. Bear Clooney actually laughed out loud when I said it. But yeah, the asylum over there is just filled with low effort ejaculators. Low effort friends. They're all low effort ejaculators. That's what they are. We love Jax, even if Nikki hates him. Jax is a great guest. Uzi is a very valuable member of his hood community. He's probably watching now or the replay, because he can't stay away. He needs that hate. He needs to foment that hate in his inner volcano so he could blast it out. Patel Philippe, Morty, your Brooklyn Dodgers are playing the Jays in the World Series. Well, listen, that's way before my time, the Brooklyn Dodgers, okay? But I don't follow sports, so I don't have a team favorite, or I just don't follow it. But Toronto Blue Jays, I guess you're watching it, man. Jax is a good host. Look out, YouTubers. He is a good host, yeah. Involved, you're practically, wow, Jesus, incredible. Oh, you're talking about Fetterman and his stroke? Okay. Boris, the stroke was a smokescreen. The Democrats thought they could control him. Yes, you're absolutely right. They thought they'd be able to control him like a marionette. And it turned out they couldn't. They didn't. They aren't able to. He speaks out. He speaks his mind. I don't understand why he just wears the sweatshirt and he won't wear a suit. It's so undignified as a United States senator to walk around, and even in the Congress, he just wears a hoodie and sweatpants. Why can't he wear a suit? I don't get it. And it is important, because the next step after wearing a hoodie as a senator in Congress, he's just walking around in Bermuda shorts and a Hawaiian shirt, like Dr. Bob does. Bermuda shorts and a Aloha shirt, smoking a pipe. You can't walk around as a senator in the halls of Congress like that. So why can't he wear a suit? I don't get it. When he goes home at night, he can put on the hoodie and relax. So I don't understand that. It's not, I just don't get it. Yeah. The Drake versus Kendrick series, Patel. Kendrick Lamar, he's a genius. Bing, bang, boom, bam, boom, bam, bam. Genius. Bing, bang, boom, bam, boom, bam, bam. The shit I'm on, you never can understand. You can never understand. Just brilliant. Does he have a Nobel Prize for Literature yet? Kendrick Lamar? Bing, bang, boom, bam, boom, bam, boom. The shit I'm on, man, you can never understand. I mean, that's Hemingway. That's Dickens. Steinbeck. All in one. Bing, bang, boom, bam, boom, bam, boom. The shit I'm on, man, you can never understand. I mean, it's just pure poetry. I mean, it's beyond unbelievable. I bet you he does have a Nobel Prize for Literature, or a Pulitzer Prize for Literature, or something. I mean, it's just... Patel, Philippe, Morty, why do you dislike Dan Aykroyd so much? I think he's an asshole. I've never met him. Just based on his TV appearances, things I've heard about him from people who know him, third-hand stories. He thinks he's an actor, and, he's not an actor at all. I don't even think he's a comedian. I think he's just a shitbag, and not a high-talented guy. I know he's successful in the Hollywood game, but yeah, I just think he's an egomaniac, and I don't find him worthwhile to follow or to watch. Yeah, okay. But, how he achieved this success, I mean, what can I tell you, AD, British English went out the door with Margaret Thatcher. Now the King's English is all... Yes, well, that's all King Charles and Queen Elizabeth II's fault. They could have led... I know they don't get into politics, but they could have spoken out about the self-destruction of Britain, and they never said anything. In fact, they encourage it. And these people in Europe, all the leaders, have learned nothing of their own history. Nothing. They're all a bunch of... Geez, Dr. Bob should be a congressman. Why not? He'd be more effective than Nancy Pelosi. Shit county supervisors make 6 figures now. Yeah, it's a good job. Morty dropping bars, baby. Yeah. Well, that's that song by Kendrick Lamar, which I first heard. I did a show about Kendrick Lamar like half a year ago. I looked up why. I was like, who is this guy? And why is he so famous? And always getting his picture taken with Barry Soetoro. And then I saw one of his songs, Bing Bang Boom Bop Boop Bop Boop. What the fuck is that? I mean, that's about as cultured as what was that song by Eminem? The big song that he had, Slim Shady. I'm the Slim Shady, you're the Slim Shady. You the Slim Shady, I'm the Slim Shady. Everyone's Slim Shady. He's the Slim Shady. What the fuck is that? What is it? And then Elton John, I heard him on an interview. He called Eminem a genius. Unbelievable. I'm the Slim Shady, you're the Slim Shady. Well, why isn't Cardi B a genius? She wrote Wet Ass Pussy. Why doesn't Elton John call her a genius? Or Nicki Minaj, why doesn't he call her a genius for Anaconda? Or Sir Mix-a-Lot for tits on the, was it put him on the glass or tits on the glass or genius, artistic genius. Well, I don't know about that, but yeah, he's seen orbs like Baba. I could believe it. I mean, he's a shit actor. He's zero talent as an actor. Zero. I've seen him in a couple movies, one called The Neighbors. Just revolting to watch. And Driving Miss Daisy. I don't know how he got that part. He must have been banging the producer, you know. You know what I mean. And it's just unwatchably bad. The globalists are punishing the UK for Brexit. When is the famous lettuce episode happening? That's the question for the ages. It takes a lot of time to put together shows like that. Yeah. Eddie is a big fan of that wet ass pussy. I did hear the Eddie show when he was kind of new and he talked about using, now let me know if I got this right. Is Barry Sortero Italian? No, he's Indonesian. Citizen. Indonesian citizen. But we don't want to get into that, you know. But anyway, I heard his show when he talked about washing his ass with, yes, two seashells, two kinds of like conch shells or seashells, something like that. And he described his ass washing technique. I did hear that show. Then I watched Nicholas paid him about $3,000 for his appearance, and Archie gave him $3,000 for his appearances. Talking about washing his ass with seashells, or, I mean, you should see the hole in my wall from smashing my head against it. It's unbelievable. Okay, McLobster. To me, Thong Song is one of the great tracks of the modern era. Thong Song? What the hell is that? He has special needs, Fetterman. He has tactile issues and a contract with Carhartt. Well, now, if that's a medical issue, where he has some kind of skin condition and he can't wear a suit and a shirt and tie, then there may be something to that, and I'm open to that, but I don't know. Dr. Bob, Mama Soybell broke Eddie's butt cup. Is that true? And it was a tragedy. Did she break his butt cup, the butt washing cup? Oh, Jesus, unbelievable! What a biatch. Oh man, let's change the picture up on the screen. I think I have another picture here. Yeah, there we go. Vulture, the Vulture show. An integral part of the ecosystem to prevent the spread of disease. Being a YouTube vulture, buzzard. Yep. Buzzards are an important part of the ecosystem. I mean, it's absolutely true. I mean, when you see them circling over the dead body in the desert, they're only doing their job, what nature put them there for, you know. When you see them circling over a YouTube channel, picking up the scraps, the dead meat, they're only doing what nature intended them to do, you know. I don't see any reason to pick on vultures and buzzards. Basil, I always wondered why Eddie just didn't get wet wipes. Wow, you know? I've got to say this. That's a brilliant observation. Why was he doing the old-fashioned seashell technique? Or in the cup. I guess it was a cup or a seashell. I don't remember. Why was he doing that? Maybe it was just cups. Why was he using the old-fashioned two-cup technique when there were wet wipes? And I bet you, no, I'm just talking, at the commissary in prison, I bet you they have wet wipes available, you know, with the honey buns and instant coffee and all that stuff. I'm sure you can get a handy, what do you call them? Wet wipes. Wow. AD never calling. Crappy. If you had a choice, would you prefer to, oh, here we go. Here we go. I'm only going to read this because of your generosity earlier in the show. If you had a choice, would you prefer to lick the front, rear, or taint portion of a well-worn pair of thong underwear? Holy fucking shit. You are absolutely fucking deranged. Can I say something, AD? And I don't want you to start drinking, but have a margarita, hang out in your backyard pool, and relax. Holy shit. What question that was. What the fuck is the 2-cup technique? Boris, I can't get into the details. I did hear it. I did see it when it happened, when he was explaining it. Maybe somebody else can explain Eddie's 2-cup technique. I just can't do it. I can't do it. You know. Unless, you know, but I don't remember the details. That's why I can't do it. There are many other civilized options. Correct. That's right. The key word, civilized. Or just wet the TP. Another excellent observation. Just wet the TP. Dr. Bob, he only uses a seashell at Grandma's house when he doesn't have his cup. So maybe it was a cup. I thought it was like a conch shell or a large seashell. But I don't remember the video is probably up there. That was probably the Horology Dungeon channel. So Lux probably archives every episode. So he's probably got it, but I don't remember. Oh, Boris has an answer for that question. Holy shit. And he's speaking as a scientist, too, when he says that. Do you see the episode of The Sopranos when Paulie comes over to Christopher's apartment and his girlfriend's there? What was his girlfriend's name? I just forgot at this moment. And Paulie he said, "You two sit there and shut up." And Paulie starts searching the apartment. Forgot what he was looking for. And he opens up a dresser drawer in Christopher's bedroom and pulls out a pair of panties from, I forgot her name. So he pulls out this pair of panties and Christopher's watching him and he starts sniffing the panties of Christopher's girlfriend. And Christopher almost, blew a gasket when he saw that. But, Paulie was made and Christopher wasn't at that time. Amazing. Eddie is a Renaissance man. Only old school methods of ass washing. Yeah, proto ass washing. Paleo ass washing techniques. Hey, they were good 100,000 years ago. Why not today? They didn't have Charmin 100,000 years ago. A Fremont Street casino says liquor in the front, poker in the rear on its sign. Heavy sigh. Adrian, that's her name, right? Adrian's house when Chrissy got his button. It was the snit search. Snatch? I don't remember. Okay. Eddie will be studied by science for generations to come. Possibly. University of Chicago, world-class research institution. Very possibly so. 29 viewers. Hey, everybody. Thank you for watching Morty's Diner. Would you be so kind to give a thumbs up or a thumbs down? Let me refresh that page, see how that's been going. Only 7 thumbs up on this fantastic show tonight. Come on. Come on, man. Help me out. Independent Morty is dying, my friends. Independent Morty is dying. Help out Independent Morty. Super chats, PayPals, Cash Apps, Ko-Fi. Thumbs up. Come on. That was Joe Biden. Come on, man. I only got 10, so thank you. Okay, let's continue. I once saw a booze shop called Liquor Box. It's a good name. I could see that. There you go. Thanks for the tug. Okay. Hey, Breitling. Thank you very much. Very nice. I'll tell you, I'm really hungry. I could go for a Breitling Colossal Club sandwich right now. And an iced tea. Not a coffee. An iced tea. With lemon. And French fries. Oh. That would hit the fucking spot. I'll tell you. 31 viewers. Thank you. Invite link is up if anybody wants to hop on the panel. I started the show 2.5 hours ago, which was 6:45, 4:30. Is that possible? Let me do the math here. 6:45, 4:40. Yeah, about 4:15, 4:30. Unbelievable. No content. Nothing to talk about. Just here. Those channels with those people, they're hating and spewing their You know, they're face blasting. You know, here we're just talking about whatever. We don't do the face blasting here. They're the face blasters. They love it. They face blast every day. They do it to each other. They slurp it up, lick it up, suck it up. They can't get enough. They're the face blasters, no question about it. And they're proud of it. They don't deny it. But anyway. Okay. Anybody's welcome who wants to hop on the panel. Baba, come on. Baba is $500 penance if he wants to come on. Uzi, the offer's still there. If Uzi wants to come on, $1,000 penance, he can come on. And that's a very, very low price for Uzi. Very low, very reasonable. More than fair. McLobster, Morty being a vulture expert, have you ever heard of the Tibetan sky burials? No. Can you tell us what that is? Tibetan sky burials. Yeah, there's a blast. I think that's a thumbs up blast. Let me take a look here. Up to 17. Thank you, everybody, for showing that support. Eddie sells seashells by the seashore. 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 Yeah, I'm hungry. I need food. I have some can of refried beans I can eat while I'm doing the show. I could have for dinner can of refried beans, some salsa, not seltzer, salsa. And I don't have any. I do have some rice, but it's Chinese fried rice. That's not going to go with the refried beans. Well, okay. Dr. Bob, they let vultures. Let me get this back here. This is the Tibetan sky burial. They let vultures grab all your bones and fly away into the sky with them. It's a sky burial. Basically, a monk chops up your body and vultures eat you. Wow. You know, this is kind of reminds me of James Doohan, the actor who played Mr. Scott. When he died, I think he gave half of his ashes to his family, and the other half went up in a spaceship into orbit on one of those on some spaceship. So James Doohan, Scotty, he's in orbit. Half of his ashes was something like that. So he's up there, baby. So that's kind of like a sky burial. Wow. You know, there's actually a vulture grabs all your bones and they fly away into the sky with them. There's something kind of nice about that, a sky burial. Going right back to nature, you know. I think that's not bad. Jimmy, $5 Canadian super chat. Thank you very much, Jimmy, for the face protection fund. Oh, right. Thank you very much. That's greatly appreciated. Thank you. AD never calling. Crappy, I can't believe you told an accused alcoholic to consume alcohol 2 weeks before my 6-year anniversary of soberism. What the fuck is soberism? All right, soberism and sobriety. Soberism is a weak attempt to connect with the Brits. I never heard of the word soberism. Well, I said I don't want you to do it, but if you could, that's what I would have thought would be a nice recommendation. Have a nice margarita, sit out in the backyard, look at the sky, and relax. Get away from the face blasting content. Do you prefer salsa roja or salsa verde? Salsa roja. Absolutely. 100%. Thank you for the question, P. Clen. Blasting caps aren't cheap. Blasting caps? Holy shit. That's legal to just explode into space? Well, I think it's better than exploding into a cup while you're doing the butt washing, you know. Hunter Thompson had his ashes blasted out of a cannon for his sky burial. Is that true? I think I've heard something like that. I don't like that idea. That's not showing respect for the ashes, for the remains. But, you know, not for me to say. That's what he wanted. And if that's what he did, then he got what he wanted. So, AD, you're pushing it. You're pushing it, little man. What was that? The soup Nazi. You're pushing it. What was it? You're pushing it, little man. Little man. I upvoted you, crusty old savings and loan officer. Right. We all have our isms, right? Easy Company. I don't know if he's ever been on my channel. He may have been, but I don't know. Maybe he's not allowed to because he's dungeon material, dungeon host. Yeah. Pavel, that's pretty. Wow, the cannon blasting. Right. Soberism is a type. Is that a word? Soberism? Let me look that up. Dictionary word. It's not a word. Oh, wait. Hold it is. It's in Urban Dictionary. The excessive practice of not ingesting drugs. The excessive practice of not ingesting drugs. But that's Urban Dictionary. I don't see it anywhere else. Anyway. Okay. Jimmy, we have a guy, a billionaire in our province that reminds me of Mr. Potter. Same soulless asshole. You know, the thing about Mr. Potter, now this is really a deep analysis. No one's going to follow me what I say about this. But in It's a Wonderful Life, remember the scene where Uncle Billy takes the $5,000 in a brown paper bag to bring to the bank for a deposit? Okay, that's all the money that the savings and loan has, just about. Okay, so he brings it in cash to the Potter Bank to make it to put it there in the deposit, and he's absent-minded, so he loses the paper bag with the $5,000 cash, and it winds up in the hands of Mr. Potter. And when it was in a folded newspaper, maybe, I don't remember. And when he opens it up and sees it, being Mr. Potter, the evil son of a bitch, he doesn't say, "Hey, Uncle Billy, here's your money. You lost it." He keeps it. Okay, he keeps it and destroys Jimmy Stewart's family completely. All right. Well, at the end of the movie, Jimmy Stewart is saved by Clarence the Angel. His family is all happy, and the child says, "Every time you hear the bell ring, an angel gets his wings." But you could add a scene onto that. The next scene could be Mr. Potter alone in his home, holding the $5,000 cash from Uncle Billy, because he still had it. Remember, he still had it. All George Bailey's friends and neighbors were all kicking in dollars and dollars and dollars to help George recover the money. But Mr. Potter still had the $5,000 cash. And if they added on a scene of him alone sitting by himself in front of the fireplace, fondling the money with his greedy, Scrooge-like visage, he still had the money. He's still the most hated man in town. He still doesn't have any friends. He didn't give a fuck. Now he's $5,000 richer. So he's still the same fucking bastard, but he's happy as fuck, being isolated, alone, and greedy, and, now he's got an extra 5,000. So he's the winner. Well, George Bailey was the winner, but Mr. Potter wins too. Because he's $5,000 richer, and everyone hates him just as much as they did 2 hours before. Yeah, so pretty amazing, huh? That's right. Uncle Billy lost it, and Potter gets it, right? Lionel Barrymore playing Mr. Potter was just beautiful. Everyone in that movie, just beautiful work. Yeah. They all super chatted George Bailey, everybody in town. And then they said, and then the brother goes, "A toast. Here's to my big brother, George Bailey, the richest man in town," which was Frank Capra at his absolute finest. Just brilliant film. Brilliant. Incredible. Back then, 5,000 was, well, we would need Tommy, because, Tommy, how much is $5,000 in 1945 in present value? Tommy could compute that in a second on his TI calculator. How much is $5,000 in 1945 in present value? I could do that too, but I don't remember the formulae. And I don't have a financial calculator at this time. Okay. You forgot what? That's the problem. You keep forgetting. Maybe 50,000 today. That's a lot of money. That's more than 200 from Uzi. $50,000 in present value is a lot more than 200 from Uzi. I mean, that's just arithmetic, you know. You know what I need? I need one of the EDMMs to send me a $50,000 Cash App. That would significantly change my life. Significantly. McLobster says it's $89,000. That's a huge amount of money. Wow. But you see, that's how could a savings and loan operate on $89,000? I mean, that's not possible. So that's, you know, that doesn't transfer. You can't run a bank on $89,000. You know, even a small town savings and loan. Okay, McLobster did it. So that's really old-fashioned, old America. So there we go. You were way off, biatch. Yeah, you biatch. You blew it. You face blasted those numbers, man. Do you remember scientific calculators? Yeah, I had a TI. I guess it was a TI financial calculator. I must have had a scientific calculator in high school. Maybe. I don't remember. Maybe. Yeah. I can't remember that. Man, I'm hungry. I don't know if I can last. I was going to go all night, man. To, what time is it now? Let's take a look. It's just about 7 p.m. I've done 2.5 hours. I definitely need some food. A Jack's chicken sandwich, a Breitling Colossal Club sandwich, an Aussie expat burger. AD, if you're still there, I wanted to ask you a question. But I also wanted to ask Aussie expat. Next time you're both around on the panel, and I'll ask it. It can wait. Breitling, I just cleaned out a closet today and found a flight calculator. Also a scientific one. I don't know what a flight calculator is. Morty used a slide rule in high school. I did. We all had slide rules. That's absolutely true. So I guess in high school we didn't have scientific calculators. I can't remember, but we definitely all had slide rules. Absolutely right. I wouldn't know how to use it at all now. I'd have to be taught how to use it, but it was kind of fun using a slide rule. Yep. Well, you don't have, well, I'm not going to say that, but yeah. A flight calculator equals calculating the rate of burn of fuel and so on. Okay, I'm not familiar with that at all. Very interesting. Very nasty new thumbnail from those people. Well, that's all they can do. Don't you understand? That's all they can do. That's all they have is spewing hatred, ridicule, insults. That's all they have. That's what they live for. They don't understand, you know. That's all they have. That's all they do. That's a song. That's all they have. That's all they do. Yeah. What is the soup of the day at the diner? It's minestrone soup. Is it minestrone or minestrone? I think maybe Americans can say both. Minestrone soup is fantastic. And we got that today's soup du jour. Yeah, they're just very, very sick people. And people who follow them, you know. You know, but what can I say? I just said it. Yep. That's all they have. Okay, let's see here. I don't think Mike the Snake uses a flight calculator. Well, he said he's a pilot, right? So he must know about a flight calculator, I would imagine. I don't know anything about being a pilot, so. This show is clapped out and the food sucks. You think so? Okay. You think the food sucks here? The show is clapped out? Really? Okay, I'm not trespassing. AD never calling, no way. But whatever. That terrific song. That's like 1968. That song. What was her name? He was a Paul McCartney find. I can't remember her name. Yeah. That's a great question. What was that singer's name? That girl from that song. Can't remember. Minestrone. Well, I'm going to say minestrone. I'm not Italian, so I don't know what they would say, but Americans say minestrone. So Patrick called the health inspector on Morty. Nah, he would never do that. I don't think he would do that. No way. Peakland, I would believe a scrap metal merchant and a felon over a senator. Holy shit. That's real big biatch talk. Wow. A TI-35, is that a Texas Instrument calculator? Amazing if that's, the model number. Yeah, fantastic A-grade production value on that clip. Fantastic. Let's go ahead and change the picture on the screen. There we go. I love that picture, It looks great. Morty's Diner, best conversation in town without the toxic mob hit. Well, mob hits, therefore toxic. Yeah, great, terrific. All right, let's continue. Oh, GD, maybe it's time for a short intermission. I could use an intermission. I've been face blasting nonstop for 2 hours and 45 minutes. So that's a great suggestion, GD. TI, baby. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to stand up and take a short break. And by all means, everyone else, take a short break. See you in a few. And we're back. Thank you, everybody. It was nice to take a little stand up and move around break. Yeah, so the other shows are on. I'm sure they'll be talking about Morty's Diner because that's all they do. Hate, viciousness, jealousy. I was going to have salmon for dinner. I just remembered I was going to have salmon salad, but I can't do that when I'm on the show. So I just took out a package of cheese, Tillamook cheese. I'm going to have a little bit of cheese as a snack. Okay. Bogart made fedoras cool. Well, all the 1930s actors wore the hats and and it looked great. It all looked great. Jimmy Stewart, everybody, all those guys, they all had the hats. The Japanese health department told me to change. Right, okay. Morty, this pic fits the noir stuffs you were talking about earlier. It's really cool. It is really cool. It's a terrific picture. Yeah, terrific. Dumb as fuck. A diner. Jesus. Well, this is Higgy type music. Yeah, yeah. Morty needs a gypsy slut to dance for him. I'm all for that. We can call her Esmeralda. Like in the Hunchback of Notre Dame. Notre Dame. You know, the big church. This is a package of Tillamook Colby Jack. It's good. Good stuff. I bet you Watch Nicholas would like it. I bet you everybody would like it. Yeah. These violins will really get her loose. Oh, now you're talking. Speaking of gypsy dancers and all things European, where's JBJB? Is he on the other channels? Wow. Yeah, I'm just having a little break. I mean, haven't eaten since early afternoon, and I need an energy boost. I need a protein pickup, but not one of those protein pickups that the face blasters enjoy. You know what I mean. I'm just having a couple slices of cheese. And it's only 10 minutes after 7. Early. Okay. Don't forget to take your lactate pills. I've never had a problem with lactose intolerance. Never. But good advice for those who do. All right. Ah, it was good. Okay, let's continue. Now you have a choice. You can watch Morty's Diner. You can go over to those other channels, enjoy the hate and face blasting, lies and viciousness, put downs, insults, fantasy stories based on total bullshit. Your choice. All right. Who wants to join the panel? Anybody? There's the link again. Earlier we had Jay Gray and Pasta. Really, really good. Anybody can come on. Just saying. I think I'll change the music. The caffeine from the large coffee is wearing off. So let's put on some different music here. Okay. There we go. Content vulture, baby. Hate, discountness, mental illness, scourge of society. Amazing. Oh yeah, they're going all out, baby. Yeah. It's a massive hate day. It's a day of massive hate. Very disappointing. Very sad. Very, very sad. Fucking very sad. Okay, I'm going to have to take care of some business right now. You know what I mean? So I'm going to have to end the show. And it's been a great show. 2 hours, almost 3 hours. I want to thank all the generous supporters tonight for helping out on the channel and for participating. And I'll see everybody later. I'm going to have to take care of some YouTube business right now. Perhaps you might know what I mean. And everyone have a great night and see you later. All right. Bye-bye.